I was recording. It is what it is. He was like, we.
Real feel from Aaron right here.
Real spill.
I'm
Real
happy.
spill.
Hey, hold on.
Okay, real spill. That's what I'm talking about.
It's called man. Chef the Walker, and I'm the chef studio cook. Fucking real
Social media,
spill
nigga, see you
podcast.
text a bitch, then he wanna
On
text a
the
bitch.
real
First of all, Mr. Cushy,
on that.
I catch a bitch, break a bitch and make her sell her pussy. Nigga, this your girlfriend. If that bitch decided to AWOL right now, your whole world in. I catch a bitch.
This is 3X I got on. So it's like, man, I'm like, damn, I know how you shot that. I gotta get to kill. I mean, this match is kind of busting already, but I'm looking over here, see how they're working. I'm trying to get a minute fast. Let's get that girl. See, there you go. Okay, let's get a smoothie. Drink a smoothie. I guarantee you. I had to give you last night. So, Joy. If you can't,
Sometimes Owens used to get video then. Before she got famous, she appeared in a music video for Young Steph featuring Mano. She wasn't the main girl, she was only on screen for a few seconds. This is shocking because Candace Owens is the type of woman who criticizes women for doing this, yet she did it herself. At the time, she was signed to an agency called Explore Talent and trying to break into acting and modeling. Her part in the video was very short, maybe because she couldn't dance.
cut that because that'll get a slide. Yeah, listen, I told you, shit. Ain't no. Why you slam? Why you slam? That was 1979 when she said that.
I thought she was in a video with that pump. Ray J. I thought that was Ray J.
Oh, yeah.
What's up with this dude, man?
You know, I've seen Ray J.
Nobody diss Brandy. Like,
Yeah, I've seen Ray J, Diddy, and F. Gary Gray together in Vegas on some very strange time, years ago.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I stay far away from him. Him, F. Gary Gray, and Diddy, I see them together on some strange timing. And they better not lie. They better not lie. Because I keep my receipts, you feel me? So, you know. Well, listen. That's what I said. That's what I said. Yeah, listen, I won't even say nothing to Ray J, man. Ray J wanted some shot. Bro, that dude is, I don't know what's up with that dude. Anybody joins a gang in 27? Yeah. You gotta watch them.
You know what I hate niggas like that? Because it's like you're not gonna present just by yourself like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm mad and blah blah blah. It's me, but you gotta start talking about C's and B's and
all of
O's
that.
just to let people know that you know and you down with people or whatever. Niggas don't give a fuck about all that.
Especially niggas in New York. Like New York guys don't give a fuck about none of that.
And what's crazy is the worry about what you do. Look at you. I'm thinking this nigga and I got sick and you don't know, nigga, it's about what I can do. I'm the man, nigga. Like I'm a man, nigga. Like it's about me, about myself.
What do you think when people do that, that's just like a little man? Yeah, a little man. You think that's a little man? Napoleon syndrome.
Just scary. No, but that's what I'm saying. Talking about other people.
Yeah.
I'm talking about what other people know. Nigga.
Yeah, that's my point. It's like people like him, like I wouldn't even acknowledge him just for the fact that it's like, well, you have to go call and get other people to do your work. Ice Cube from the West Coast. I'm a West Coast nigga. Ice Cube said, "I do my dirt all by my lonely." Oh no. You know what I'm saying? And I walk on the water and not get wet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I do my dirt all by my lonely. I'm not finna call them. If I care about my people, I'm not finna call them and get them involved. I mean, I understand in certain situations, but at the same time, I'm gonna handle my business.
When I die, if you want to be a part of that algorithm shit, yeah, that's what he's done. He's made a lot of money off of it. So, fuck him. We ain't even got to talk about it. That shit is whack. Like, that shit is mad. Like, niggas beefing online over nothing. Yeah. It's Brandy. I didn't see them dissing Brandy. Like, no. I love Brandy music. Like, Brandy is like a queen. Nigga. Like, just like she right there.
I saying it. It's like my thing was see him. Because, you know, that's Maverick and Devon home.
Yeah.
So, like, he was kind of mad at them about things I was saying about him, but, like, he don't want no problems, though.
Yeah, no, he definitely don't want no problems. I'm telling him that now. You don't want no problems.
That ain't for you, Rick.
Grown ass man over here, bro.
Only grown. Nigga can catch you somewhere and snatch you out that hoodie.
And I ain't talking about none of this. I'm talking about these, nigga. Niggas grown ass men.
Ray J is on the what do you call it, Gaydar? He have a company called the Gaydar.
He have a company called the Agency.
The Agency, yeah, the Agency.
He said Gaydar.
Yeah, Gaydar. But what I was going to say is, top. Are they bisexual? Are they
You want to come out to talk to me?
Do they like men and women? Do they like women and women? Do they,
You want to come out to talk to me? Come talk to me.
back to you know your own hip hop thing? Ice to you know your own hip hop thing. Mac 10, you know your own hip hop thing. Play like a thing, how the West Coast rock.
What up? I see you. Yeah. Hey, what you got big boy sent me yesterday?
Shit you need to learn.
Just shut the fuck up. I said, the fuck is you said? No, I was like, what the fuck you sent me? He's like, Spill told me to send it to you. I said, okay. Tell Spill I got something for him.
Yeah, I want you to learn that, practice that, and we're gonna do a video.
Hell no. The only videos I do is my cute little cap cut videos for my page. I'm on a break. I'm not going live for like a couple of days.
What happened?
I don't know. Nothing. I just need a mental break. I might go live. I didn't go on live yesterday. I didn't post anything until like super late last night. I just posted a bunch of shit in my community, but I didn't like interact with nobody. I hopped in a couple of lives and that was it. But
Okay, hold on. Let me get serious right quick because this is disturbing.
what happened?
What's going on?
I have so much. I have very little time because I have to go back to the crib with my baby daddy there. I just took the kids to school, so I have very little time right now.
So let's talk. Let's think about the solutions to that because I don't like that.
What? That I didn't want to go live.
No, because it seems like it's a you can't be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. And even if this is not like how y'all met, you wasn't doing this when y'all met. But I understand that people want you to kind of like be consistent in who you are. Hey, how y'all doing?
Yo, I'm always gonna be consistent. I just
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
no. But see, this YouTube thing, the social media thing is like almost a new thing to y'all relationship that you bringing in that you want to do. You know,
Well, you talking about my new relationship or my baby daddy?
Well, your baby daddy.
My baby daddy don't even know I'm on YouTube.
Well, but when you around him, it's kind of like you can't be.
Oh yeah, no.
You know?
When I'm around him, I don't fuck around. I don't play on my phone. I don't be on no shit. Like I avoid all drama at all costs.
But why would it be any drama?
So like a couple months ago, I don't know if you know this. This was like before. This is before I came over to the sector. I I was on live. This was like before I was monetized and shit. I was like trying to push for hours.
Hmm.
And I was on live and I didn't see him coming up on my camera and he stood outside my door and he thought I was talking on the phone with a dude and he beat the fuck out of me
Oh,
and he
well,
almost
see,
killed me.
this is what I'm saying. Like, this
Nah,
is a
but it's like
problem.
that's why. But that's I know. But that's why I push so hard to get monetized so I can start building to have something of my own. So anything I make on YouTube right now, I'm just letting it pile up
Mhm.
and whatever. But
So listen. So this is the situ. This is what I'm afraid of. This is what concerns me. Is
I'm trying to.
this is a living condition. This is where you
Mhm,
are in life, right?
mhm,
And you have to. If there's things that you're doing that you have to hide or like be very discreet with that you
mhm.
like to do, and
Yeah, no, I feel you.
just because you communicate with someone, like I'm very flirty, and
Mhm,
I might tell a joke and you may laugh, you may engage with me in a real in a you may respond in a manner to which people may take it the wrong way. But I
yeah,
don't just because you laugh at my joke don't mean
yeah,
we're
yeah. Oh no, I know that. But I'm about to be on my block, so like I got to.
see, this is what I'm saying. You should be able to
I
talk
know,
and do
I know,
whatever
I
it
know.
is you want to do.
We gonna talk. We talk. But I have to go. Have a good
Okay.
stream. I'll see you
All right.
later.
All right. I'll be around for some hours. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
But back to the bullshit.
And Ice Cube, you know your rule hip hop, and Mac 10, you know your rule hip hop, and but they ain't how the West Coast run. Mac 10 is what used to come to the stand, and now it's a certain day and time to down, right? The train sweat, the fun gets on my nerve, but it's on the curve, in the bottom place, I'm bottom place. You don't play what you want from the strength. I'm that's a nigga, I'm a single. From Google, it's my finger. In your picture, from the water, not get wet. Everybody comes when I first start trying. When I think when I force my stress, man, I'm sick of them motherfuckers mostly. Most of the pedophiles that you hear about, which is like the Jeffrey Epstein, MC, whatever stuff. Most of those guys are in the reptilian bloodline. Those are those people. They sodomize little kids, so they like little boys and girls mostly. Okay. And then they a lot of times they raising these goddamn kids up, from babies and sexually assaulting them below 5 years old. Man, that's a bad topic to be on, but this is fucked up, man. It's fucked up. If you redact, that's a big fucking topic. And then when I learned about was they like each other. See, that's what I'm saying. You gotta get to the point. No, they don't like me. They like me. It's such a broad subject, man. And I wonder, like, how do they get away with this shit? These motherfuckers, they not only do they do what they do when they assault these little children, but then they turn around and they freaking slit their throats and they drink their blood. It's almost like they seem like they have to do that for a living to maintain their humanism as far as their human appearance. Those reptilians, they do that kind of shit. The shit that you don't even want to know about.
So let me enjoy. Do we have a fan photo from Lori Richardson? Is it a photo of Lori? We got mad videos and photos to run through. Okay, hold on, because I'm going to go through this real quick. Do you have that, Joy? I got some questions. Okay, let me tell you what this is. It's a fan video from Lori Richardson. She says, "Hi, I came across your podcast with CC. I'm a professional photographer for over 40 years. I took this around 2009. My husband and I were outside late at night. These two photos were taken in succession. It was low in the sky and flew over. In the first photo, it's curled up, and the second opened up. I photographed a lot of strange things. The local director of MUFON came and met with me. I've also seen two red orbs. I was out on my porch a few years ago and all of a sudden saw a round red orb floating up and another one shot up at an unbelievable speed. The first orb floated about me and disappeared. Unfortunately, I did not have my phone on Lori." So, that's from Lori Richardson. Now, Sid, we saw this video. We shot a video last week of kind of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a photo right there. What do you think that is?
Told the office supply clerk, just delivered my first software program. Now I need them to pay me $235. What do I send them to get paid? He stared at me in disbelief and said,
I don't think it's nothing that beams on the side. I think it's some shit they got, you know. Can
you put that back up, Joy? Okay, hold on. Here's a second photo.
Yeah, that's some shit. Well, shit. Man, listen, man. Who knows what the motherfuckers is doing?
So what do you think that is?
Well, right now we're looking at an optical illusion. This is going to be a sentient sphere UFO. The line we see is the camera reflection from it moving. So it's not like an actual line in the sky.
Oh, it's moving so fast.
Yeah. So this is an optical illusion going on right here. But it's going to be a single sphere, similar to some of the videos that we had shown where one of the spheres seemed to react when people mentioned Jesus.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
That's what that's going to be.
Yes.
So yeah, that's exactly what this is.
It's going so fast that that's what the
trail got caught on the camera.
See, that's why you get paid the big bucks. That's why you get paid the big bucks, Sid.
Yeah.
I actually believe it. I can literally
I'd rather go with that.
Yeah, exactly. Like that. What you think it was, Tommy?
I don't know. All I can say is this: Do you trust her sending it over to MUFON?
The Mutual UFO Network.
I mean, I don't know who to trust, man. When you know who's running shit like that and whatever, I wonder if she can trust. It's like sending it over to the cops. You know, they just confiscate your shit.
Well, MUFON is pretty cool.
Okay.
But like, if you show them something like on a physical like disc or hard drive, and it's compelling, yeah, you never see it again.
That's what I'm saying.
So like,
I see they big storage warehouse. They got mad footage. I would love to go and move on, and they just show us everything. I know they got some shit in there.
For sure.
So, okay, we got another fan photo from Brian Powell. And Joy, if you can cue that one up and I'll read it off. This is my wife took this selfie of herself at a paycheck. The man out in the right corner of the pic. Tommy, this mofo is a reptilian. Please take the necessary steps to prove this isn't photoshopped. The phone is an Android. In
Zebulon, North Carolina.
Zebulon, North Carolina. Man, I'm getting old. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't never heard of Zebulon.
I'm like Zebulon. I
never heard of that either.
It's probably.
Oh, yeah. So let's go ahead and put this up and let's see.
Oh shit. Yeah, right. Okay. In the back of her. That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that could be the true image that he's losing his image. He ain't drinking enough. He ain't drinking enough baby blood. He probably picking up his
No,
image.
put that back up there, Joy. Come on, man. Put that up there. I gotta see that again. Cause I'm tripping off even the
Well,
that skin is fine.
it's first of all,
What is that?
well, he don't have no ears.
Let's see.
Now I will say the reptilian description is a slit for ears.
Bro, I'm looking at the girl in the back too. She look like
She might be emo.
what's emo? You gotta do one thing.
Gothic to the left.
Yeah. She look a little gothic.
She look gothic. Dude right there looks.
So she got the camera. Yeah.
Taking a
See
selfie.
that?
Yeah, she's taking a selfie. No, she's just taking a selfie.
So she had a thermal camera. The thermal will tell you everything.
Oh,
But he looks suspicious.
No, for real. Listen.
Yeah.
and his hands is white.
Don't say
That's absolutely, yeah. That's how they are when they start to change form, and sometimes under certain circumstances they can change forms without them knowing. That's why they gotta keep getting that human blood, they gotta keep getting that part of them their DNA, because when they're lacking, then they start going back to their true image. And then you start seeing shit like that.
I get that part, but what happened to the clothes?
Yeah.
The clothes ain't made from. You understand now? We
I
see
get
that
what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but whatever that camera, that phone is, sometimes your camera can catch some shit that,
Well, listen, I'm not here to really promote.
going through the clothes.
I'm not really here to promote my phone. It was taken with an Android. So if you got an Android, it kind of explains it. Because then, like you said, bro, I'm not gonna lie, Brian, you kind of pissed me off with this one because, what the clothes there, fam? You fucked up. If you'd have put him in a little turtleneck, a little tank top or something, we'd be like, yeah, see? If you just left his arms, but I feel like you did Photoshop this.
That's the Invisible Man, like Kevin Bacon in that movie.
Yeah.
He or Chevy Chase, he was invisible, but you can still see the clothes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so Brian, you tried to hustle us, good boy. I peeped your game, Brian. Brian's house.
It's not me alone.
Where the fuck is that? That's
probably one of them.
Somebody, please.
I mean, I'll pull it up right
Yeah, let's see something else in the meantime, because we got hustle. I don't know about that one, pal.
Yeah. Joy, what you got next? What you got for us? 'Cause I ain't got nothing on my sheet, so we just going off what you got to tell me in the end what's going on. Pause. Oh, you got Epstein. Oh, they said Epstein is for. Listen, once again, please go check out in my DMs on the Your Welcome Network. Matt has his phone number. He tracked this phone to Florida.
He did.
And so this says Epstein alive in Fort Lauderdale. Let's pull up this video. What y'all think about this? Because I think this motherfucker. That's not the right one. Listen, I believe Epstein is alive, and I really do. I'm starting to really believe there is a network of things, and I do believe that these reptilians. I'm starting to believe all of this stuff now.
The Trilateral Commission.
Yeah. So break down the Trilateral Commission.
So the Trilateral Commission is what Epstein said he represented on behalf of the Rothschilds.
Okay.
The Trilateral Commission is what people would call like the cabal or like the Illuminati. All of the international bankers and the families that control the world, they're called the Trilateral Commission.
Yeah.
In order to be able to be on this commission, you got to have the bloodlines and the blood ties. Because like reptilians don't just feed off the physical. Part of it is they feed off fear, negativity. That's why they have to consistently oppress and kill, because they feed off that dark matter as well.
And start wars.
Yeah, death cults.
Yes. Start war.
I had a question for all y'all that's been bugging me this past couple of days. The reptilians and the tall whites and the tall grays and everybody who we talk about, who do they pray to?
So
Who's they most high?
So In the Bible, Psalm 82 speaks about a divine council. It speaks about how God reigns over the other gods on this council. Then we seen CIA declassified docs come out about a galactic federation. Then we seen Congressional Rep Tim Rep Lilla speak about this galactic federation. I believe both of those are one and the same, but you cannot monetize a Christian message or a Muslim message or whatever your religion is. You can't monetize the message if you're telling people it's more than one God.
This is the perfect time for Sin to go watch Star Wars because he ain't watched it yet.
Do you watch any of those things? Some of us.
They had all that. And these people, they're not capable of being that goddamn intelligent. They can all of a sudden come up with some shit like that. Matter of fact, as far as the human brain is concerned, you cannot think outside the box. The Creator created us in a way to where, yeah, all of this stuff does exist. It might not exist on this particular planet at this particular time, but these guys are ran in on this stuff. What's the guy, Spielberg and people like that? They're part of the bloodline. I didn't even know he was one of the bloodline.
Yes.
So they're throwing out little information to see what humans are. Humans ain't ready yet. I mean, you know.
So they claim.
So what's the who they pray to? What's the name?
Well, there's evidence that shows that some of these races war with each other.
Big time. So how do you think us white people got here? I keep repeating it. These son of a guns got chased out of the freaking center of the galaxy, and you cannot continue to just run your spaceships in space. You gotta settle somewhere to get some food, to get this and that. What's the most vulnerable place? Somebody who just think that.
What's the name, though, Tabu?
Huh?
What's the name? Whoever they pray to.
Survival.
The name is Atum. Oh, it's Atum. ATUM. I wasn't supposed to say that, but
You're not supposed to say what?
Yeah.
the name of the person or whoever this species is very intimate.
So you can't call him a human because
Hold on a second. What's the name again?
Atum. ATUM.
ATUM.
So when they do certain channeling and certain rituals,
yeah,
that's the person who they communicate with.
on that
So
fourth
does that,
dimension.
does that go back to the atom, like the atom, the molecule, the atom?
There's a correlation, I believe,
Okay.
because
And then does
the
that
atoms are the foundation of the universe.
does that correlate with Adam? Or Adam and Eve?
Oh shit, Adam and
Yeah,
Eve.
yeah, yeah,
About that.
That goes to show.
I know a little
It
something.
goes to show about intelligent design being
Yes.
implemented here, like computer programs.
Right.
So yeah,
You know what's crazy? I wanted to tell y'all this story because I was thinking about this, and it's funny how it's funny how a lot of people come up with these theories. And I had a client. So besides the sports betting, I'm in personal injury, right? And we had a client that got in an accident the other day, and there were 3 witnesses. So we had to call all 3 witnesses to see what happened. And every one of these motherfuckers had a different story. Of what happened.
Absolutely. That's
And it made me think about the show. I was like, you know what? I'm like, here's an accident that 3 people have seen. They've all seen the same accident, and they're all in different positions, pause, and they tell a different story. So I was thinking to myself, back then,
yep.
if they were in a different position or a different place, a different whatever, if she was in Jerusalem and we was in America, and we telling the story, we might know we see the story like, hey, no, it's just like, well, it made me think of like, well,
it's the same motherfucker. That's what I keep saying. It's the same motherfucker that went around and gave different versions of the stuff that they know about, and then turned around and got everybody fighting against you under the name of God. Same fucking God, keep fucking switching bodies and shit. Same consciousness, same motherfuckers that keep all this turmoil going, and they, like you say, they breed off that energy on the 4th dimension. They breed off that. They love it.
are the Anunnaki reptilians?
No.
Would you say that?
I don't know if they call them. I don't know.
Do you believe they're reptilians?
Reptilians are the gods of this planet. That's what I believe.
Okay. You believe they running everything?
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything.
They took. We didn't even need a God. We didn't have a God for so long until these motherfuckers showed up.
Shit, there was a big story. I don't know if you heard about this one, CC. There was a big story this past weekend in California where they kicked in a house, and there was like 66 women or children or. And I'm like, yo, fam, this shit is real. It's real, like real. So you're like, where are they taking these children to? Where are they taking these people to?
How many are getting come up missing? This is just in America. They even worse in Europe and stuff. That's why their populations are down.
But then I'll be thinking to myself, I don't know nobody that's missing.
They don't want no black blood. They want
us white people.
They want CC to come to Delaware. I see somebody right there who said, come to Delaware. It's a lot of missing kids over there. And tell CC come to Delaware.
I get a lot of calls about Delaware.
See, let me ask you this. Why are they wanting the Aryan race so bad? The blonde hair, blue eye. What is the hell? What's going on? Even these goddamn Chinese government officials, when they doing that surrogacy shit, they're paying blonde hair, blue eyed women to have babies over here in America so they can get their citizenship. It's like, what is it with these blonde hair, blue eyed people?
Five Picks is available in most states like California, Texas, Georgia. Talk that talk during the playoffs.
Roland is the head of the logistics department.
Yeah.
Indoctrination is one thing, but at the same time, though, this same group is the most abducted and never seen again.
So wait. So hold on a second. I'm confused. I thought there was a lot of black people that were coming up missing because of the melanin. Why is melanin so important? Because melanin is like a big deal.
For sure.
We too fucking loud. We too loud. I'm not gonna kick a black bitch out. Like you talk to them.
That was back in the Atlanta child murder days when they were trying to get
See, it was spiritual problem. It was spiritual problem.
Go at his ass.
Ain't gonna
be no Candace Owens slander in this show today, man.
Yo, until we get a real, full reptilian that want to tell us on the side some of these, some of their reasoning.
Did you see the one? I mean, did you see that or no? I mean, did you? Yeah. I mean, kind of crazy with the video with their hands. I mean, that's kind of crazy, bro. I mean, I don't know. And in the window, she had to put something up, and she said she started to feel better. But that's what I'm saying. Like, she wouldn't kill herself. This one's really strange, man. I don't think she had this. The other guy, he has the symptoms to me, Wilcox. But this young lady doesn't seem like the type that would kill herself.
So if you don't believe in satellites, how isn't there something that kind of proves it for you right here? How are they tracking where she is? How are they burning her hands? And they're burning her hands right there, and you're seeing it. She covered the windows. Where else could that be coming from?
Well, listen, sit across the street. Well, hold on a second. Let me tell you something. So, you tell me if I'm wrong on this. So I remember 2 years ago, there was a big thing. They wanted to storm Area 51.
Right.
And the government said, do not come in here. And they said they were going to use direct energy weapons, not going to kill, but these direct energy weapons, they can shoot, point it at you, send the energy to you. Am I right, Tommy? You know about this shit. No? So they shoot the direct energy weapon to you. It burns the shit out you, knock you in your ass, and you're going to get up and go, I'm sorry, I'm going home.
But she didn't feel like she got shot. She said that she's coming through and they're messing her.
So what I'm saying is, what's stopping somebody from sitting like a sniper across the street, just blowing the energy through a window?
And it wouldn't shatter the window or anything. It was able to pass through there and directly hit her skin and stop at her skin level and get through glass. I don't know how that would pop.
Well, you think a satellite's going to do it?
I absolutely think so, because you're able to do it with the radiation and the frequencies. The frequencies is what's messing with the head.
So you don't think those frequencies can go through glass? They can go.
It has to come from devices that are already inside the house. That's the only way. It's not going to be anything that can enter past there.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
So if it's interfacing, it's not going to stop at her skin level of her hand.
So then what you're saying to me, Ro, is what you're saying to me is that like they have this new technology now. They can see everybody in the house.
Right.
Well, they have to go through the walls to see it.
That's the satellite.
There's no satellite. These are.
Yes, it is.
These are people that these are police that are sitting on the ground and they're looking at your house. There's nothing in the sky. These are people looking at your house going, hey, okay, there's corn, we see, well, we don't see Tommy, he's white. You got that so
I got a black.
So what I'm saying is they can see, Sam.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying. You got that from the movie Eraser with Arnold Schwarzenegger. You got that.
The days of the infrared is over. We're in a whole different day and age for warfare. That's why they're able to use like what we talked about on in my DMs. They're using the heart murmur detectors that's actually using AI. And this again, the satellite is going hand in hand. It's utilizing devices and it's also bouncing off from these devices to know exactly where people are located. They showed that in Batman and in the Dark Knight with Heath Ledger. Batman had a device that was able to sync up with everybody's cell phone in the city and emit out a sound radiation, a sound frequency that told you how many people were in every single room in every building in the city.
Okay, now, with that being said, I'm going to tell you guys something. So I got approached this week by a gentleman. I'll introduce him later. Sin and I talked about this. What he told me was he wanted to do a program with us. And I said, man, maybe this little youngster might be the CIA or somebody. But he said he has a program now that we'll be able to tell you guys. We'll be able to say, hey, I sent you guys a text message. I'm going to be able to say this on the show. And then what happens is there's a sound frequency that'll go directly to their phone in their house. And it'll be a QR code or it'll be a link that says, go buy an alienated t-shirt.
So you don't think a satellite is connecting all those phones with your message? You don't think that is?
What I'm saying is there's a frequency. He says there's a frequency. So the frequency comes out the speaker, not the satellite.
Okay, people, I'm only going to say this once, okay? Listen up. FanDuel, NBA.
A tower. Well, since you guys want to talk about towers, aren't there towers all around the United States? Do you understand that they have card readers? Do you know why people from Las Vegas and LA, or they do a crime here and they try to run to LA, or the LA guys try to run here? But the reason why they always get caught, they know where they are, just so you guys know this, is that there are card readers all along the 15. And when you drive by, those card readers are reading the license plate. And I was also told this. I know a couple of people in town in the law enforcement. They're also reading the chips on your bank cards, the debit cards.
While you're driving?
While you're driving. Listen, next time, don't take my word for it. Next time you're driving, you'll see these little square brownish little things. Are not that big, but they're all along the highway, and they're reading everything, all the data that's coming about, all the
I know a person that works in
because it's a chip.
Yeah, I know. But that's why I say cash is king. Y'all stop it with all this fucking technology. You pull out my fucking, I pull out a burger of blue paper, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Fucking phone and shit. I got 50,000 right here, bitch. I got it right here in the bag, nigga. Like that's like cash is king, man. Y'all stop it.
But if they track in your car, they still know where you at and what you're doing according to what he's saying when you drive by. That's even in Ubers.
Yeah, that's the risk you gotta take.
Y'all validate what I was talking about Moochie. Free Moochie, because Moochie was talking to his girlfriend on the cell phone.
Free Moochie again. Free Moochie?
Because he was on his cell phone talking to his girlfriend at the time she was listening.
What's the number to call in the Moochie to free him?
I don't know, but I just know that whoever listened to that No Moochie, get in touch with what's his name? What's the lawyer name I said last week?
I don't know.
You got Barry Shit, and then you got Tom Mesereau.
They got free clinics. Man, you know what? You like the OJ lawyers. You like the OJ lawyers. That's what you do. They got free clinics that will get him out, man. I just sent you something, Quan. Can you post this, Quan? Because I sent this to Sin too. And this is what I'm talking about, Sin. When we talk about technology.
Alien shit.
Hold on, this is alien shit right here. This is alien shit. Watch this video right here. And this is what I mean by like all this shit is gonna come to an end. It's gonna get better and better. There's gonna be no need for detectives. What was the movie Minority Report?
Yep. That's when they knew what people were doing the crimes for.
Before it even happened. Now watch this. Watch this video right here, Sin, and you tell me if you think this technology, you gotta be careful now. This is done deal. All that popping off and shooting niggas, and it's over. The technology they have right now.
So there's an 911 call.
Watch this.
This is a major city of America. Our system here is 911 call, so we can tap into 911 call. This is kind of wild if you think about 911. Today, when you call 911 in San Francisco, it's going to get about 3 million 911 calls a year. A human picks up every single time. A human manually listens, manually types in information. Imagine if you were running Stripe and every single lead you received was human routed. You'd say, this is crazy. That's how we work in cities today. So we hear the 911 call in real time. What it allows us to do is then figure out what are they talking about. Is there any interesting information in the system that can find beneficial? So in this case, we had heard that it was an attempted homicide. Someone's bleeding on the street. And all they could remember was that the suspect was wearing white Converse sneakers. Now, we have a concept software that allows us to integrate all the cameras in a city, whether they're SLOC develops or not. And so that call pops up. The kind of operator is like, oh my gosh, there's another car there. They can listen to the call and like, this is really fast information. There's a privately owned camera. I can tap in that. Double click that camera. They can do one of the best freeform. We can say, I'm looking for any individuals in the last 30 minutes that are wearing white Converse sneakers. They then find the individual. They can then push that video to the nearest officer. So we run on the dash of police vehicles. And then that person gets arrested. And so if you think about where they used to work,
people here, they're starting to introduce that over here now. See, listen, what people don't realize is, and I'm going to say this, it's going to go over some people's head is that we're in the West. That's why they don't like the West, right? But the sun rises in the East. So everything we get is late. I remember getting my Mercedes Sprinter van, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is so dope! This is so nice." It had already been in London for 3-4 years before we got it. We're late, man. We're late to the party, Sam.
Well, guess what? They can have all the fucking security cameras they want because motherfuckers just crashed Woodbury and raided Gucci.
And listen,
it's up here where we at. Them niggas ain't give a fuck.
They'll catch every one of them.
A camera won't put out a hand and stop you. Listen, you can have all the fucking cameras you want. They can still gonna do what they do.
You know what I'm saying?
Electricity.
And you were saying a lot of that. The reason why, here's another thing that I think people don't understand about this is, you got to figure, why does Gucci let this happen? Why do these people let this happen? I'm going to tell you why they let it happen is because now the real estate doesn't mean anything to them anymore. Once again, when we go back to 2020, the pandemic was about, could you stay home and go shopping? Could you stay home and order online? Could you stay home? Could you stay home? Could you stay home? They want to make these small, smart cities, right? So you can find to those areas and you have to go out. So what I'm telling you is that Gucci doesn't have to own a store. Well, Gucci's probably not the best example right now, but let's take someone like Foot Locker. Because right now I can order my shoes and have them delivered to the studio right here if I want to. I need a fresh pair of Air Force Ones. I can get those delivered here now. So that means that there's no store. If there's no store, there's no rent. If there's no store, there's no employees. So now what happens to that company? Their margins go through the roof because they don't have the overhead that they used to. It's a bigger scale, Sin, on a financial level. It's a huge scale of what they're trying to do. That's why you see all these people. Pause. I don't even know what's going to pause. He got nervous. You know what I'm thinking of? What? You know what I'm thinking of? Yo, Ro is really a funny nigga, man. When 607 was doing all that shit, Ro was sitting there like this. Yo, it's the funniest shit in the world, yo. This nigga was going crazy and Ro was like, that's too many times down there. I was just thinking that, yeah, like, that's some funny shit, man. Listen, security, cameras, fucking prying on our business, highways that can meet trips to anything like that. Where are we going with all this, man? Are they trying to build like the perfect world? Like it's stupid.
But if everything's electric, like what Larry's talking about, is more control. So if everybody's able to buy things on Amazon, they're able to track where you're buying it, see how much you're spending, see the house that you keep sending it to, because they know we're lying sometimes. People say, "Oh, I live at this address," and they know that they're living somewhere else. The best way to know is to find their Amazon packages and see where they're delivering that or their DoorDash. And everybody's so damn lazy that they're not going to stop doing it. So if they can control all of that and they can start shutting off all of your resources because you don't have accessibility to just walk to Walmart anymore, that's how they win. If you can't go to the store and say, "I need milk for my family," and you barely can do it online, and you're a problem to the government, now you won't be able to get milk.
So let me give you guys one other thing that I know. Me and Cam were together on this. Me and Cam, pause. We were with some executives. We were doing some deal with like Paul Pierce. Shout out to Shannon and Brandon in LA. And we ended up meeting one of the guys from who'd you just say? What's the big company? Amazon.
Yeah.
So we met the guys, the number 4 guy on Amazon, and he basically told us. He said, we have AI infrastructure now, Sin, that they can tell you exactly what you're going to order on the Amazon, and not only that, they can make you switch up the orders. So he gave an example. He's like, if you like peanut M&Ms, I can make you start getting plain M&Ms over time. And I'm like, what? He's like, we can track everything. And then he said, what they'll do is they'll send you so many plain M&M marketing tools that you'll start buying plain M&Ms. So it made me think, Sid, how much, that's how they control us, fam. The marketing is fucking crazy how they can put us in that position. But he basically told me that we know everything that you order. We have your profile from. He said if you gave me my email, if you gave me your email address, I'll tell you everything about you.
You know it's crazy though, because sometimes they'll be so off, and I wonder if that's why they're doing it, to get in your head. I mean, I didn't want to
What's
tell you.
$14?
No, but okay. So for example, me, I'm getting like ED, like advertisements, and I don't have that problem. Like, they keep sending me all these pill like commercials and stuff. I'm like, wow.
Oh, shit. I thought you was talking about Electric Daisy. You freaking shit.
No, erectile dysfunction. Like,
Oh,
What's electric daisy?
Let me tell you the thing about it.
Hey, did you know you might get a big cash payout if you were in a car accident up to 1 year ago? Even if you weren't driving, just click the link around this video to see how much you can get. Just answer 5 simple questions, and it only takes 30 seconds. If you got hurt by a driver the last year, you might be owed money without even knowing it. You could get a check just like this one, maybe even more. Click the link now to find out. Tens of thousands of people have received a 5-figure or even a 6-figure check without going to court, paying big legal fees, or dealing with insurance companies or greedy attorneys. Even if you were a pedestrian, rideshare user, cyclist, or a motorcyclist, you can get the justice you deserve. Look at Mia, for example. She had no idea her case was worth anything, but after she came to car accident counsel, she got over $160,000 from an accident that happened a little less than a year ago. No matter what you thought before, you can get what you're owed, and can be shocked to see how much more can be than you expected. We can't change the past, but we can help you get a good cash settlement for missed work, hospital bills, and property damage. Here's what happens after you answer the 5 simple questions. In a few minutes, a top injury specialist will tell you if your accident qualifies for major compensation. After that, you just tell them about your case and wait for a check. You can get it in as little as 30 days. Your specialist will do everything to help because they don't get paid unless you win. To see if your accident qualifies for a major cash settlement, click the link below and answer 5 simple questions. Some people feel bad about holding someone accountable and don't want to cause trouble or look like they're scamming the system. Don't let that be you. You deserve compensation. It's your right. Click the link below, answer a few questions about your case, and if you qualify, a top accident specialist will contact you with a plan within minutes for free. Just imagine having an extra $10,000 or even $100.
The freaking concert. Why do you think that is? Or why do you think that they send you those commercials?
I don't know. I think that's like what you said with the plain M&Ms that they're trying to get me to think about that, but I don't understand why that would be a benefit.
Well, I think what's going on is the food is probably causing a lot of ED problems, so people need it. I think that shot. I think the COVID shot. The COVID shot's a huge problem for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I know people that have had strokes. We've had heart attacks. Like, I mean, and people, and then now, I had a female. She told me one day, she was like, I'm not having sex with nobody who took the shot. And I was like, what? I'm like, I didn't take the shot, but I'm just asking, like, why would you do that? She said, well, they had HIV in the shot, they had this in the shot, and she believes now that that's a way to give people HIV. So now if you have sex with that person, you can contract HIV, or you can contract whatever problems that they're having through that shot.
If a man knows that, you know how we lie to get a good vagina and a lobster tail, so why would I tell you the truth? You gonna give me some, I'm gonna go straight to jail.
He said a good lobster and a vagina. A good lobster tail and a vagina. Man, you are definitely an alien for sure.
I mean, why would I tell her that I got the shot? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the shot. I thought you meant like, why would I tell her I got HIV? I said, you were going right to jail. Like,
no, he just said that
it's like, dang, you were having fucking lie. You know how we lie. But Alexia, they're saying that Epstein's blood was inside the COVID shot too.
Well, how much blood can you put in? I mean,
they said it was a small dosage that was spread out into the funding. So that was allegedly the Bill Gates. That's the crazy dark end of the internet theories, but that's what it was being said right now.
I think a new video with him chasing them, I think playing with like kids in the kitchen, like some new video, and him playing with, I guess, a little girl. They kept blurring their faces out. What's up with this nigga and little girls, bro? Like, you got $1 billion, my nigga. So you want little with the blood?
the reptilians, it's all
They
of
need
that.
the blood, dude. That's why we're gonna, if we can get Elizabeth April on here, she's gonna be able to explain because she dated a reptilian that used to lick her armpits. I mean, we gotta know because it's some strange stuff. It's some strange stuff that he used to do that she really couldn't talk about, but she can give us some roundabout stuff and we can get on. So y'all need to push that, whatever that y'all gotta do with the comments and everything, huh?
Even if it is them licking the armpit, I'm not saying not like. You gotta ask the reptilian that because that's what I'm saying. You gotta question. Hey, as Maverick number, I was looking at Maverick. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. There are people that have been in close contact or dated or been in a relationship with a freaking reptilian that can actually talk about it. That's actually normal. Somebody like her, I mean, she's psychic and everything, but somebody that's actually willing to do it. So which kind of reptilian was she with? Because I know there's two different classifications. There's the shapeshifting.
She's the shapeshifting bloodline.
She's the shapeshifting because the other one is the small one that inserts inside of the eyeball, and that's where they have everybody in the Black Eye Club. Right?
You got the black eyes, like the kids with the black eyes.
Oh, yeah, man. They got the black eyes because they're shit. What are y'all laughing about? This shit is some serious shit. Serious shit. Wait till we get. They put the little alien worm. Oh yeah. They put the little alien worm and it goes in their eye right in the socket here, and it comes in and it goes behind their eyeball and it controls them just like rabies. I think rabies is an alien. Because it's a small little microorganism that goes inside of you and it controls you. It makes you salivate and it makes you angry, so that way it spreads. It's an infection, but is it an infection or an invasion? Like if it's a microscopic alien that's been frozen and defrosted from the Antarctic, that's the best way to be able to transport.
Well, yeah, I never. Now I know it's freaky reptilians. Okay.
Look at our bits. You got to get on the show, bro.
So I'm really curious. You want to come on the show? Shout out to Sam Watson and Marcus Watson. It's I know if y'all ever watch the PBC fight, I know we get on topic, but he's one of the guys that's all. Prize Fix is now available in most states. Download the Prize Fix app and start playing today. If you see that, always in the ring or whatever.
Okay.
He wants to come on the show next week, and he said, "Yo, he appreciate what we do." And shout out to the Watson. The team Watson.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I like those guys.
Listen, Sin, I don't know. The remote viewing thing is starting to throw me off a little bit. It's funny how the more we get into this, some of these people, I feel like they're just full of shit. I think they're finding a lane and they're going after it. You know what I'm saying? Like the one lady you just kept saying, April. And I just want to let you guys know, I didn't forget. Because I asked y'all to tag that lady, and I think 3 people tagged that lady. And I know because it went to the alienated page, and I can see who all tagged her. That ain't going to get it done. Y'all want people on the show? That's how we going to get it done. Because she's going to get mad because I don't think she's a remote viewer. I think she's a pretty young lady, and she probably likes science a little bit, and she's come up with these things because you got to prove to me that you can remote view. Huh? Yeah, how will we know? You know what? When she comes in the studio, set something up else in the other room and have us tell us with the door closed and have us tell us what's in the room.
Oh, that's the whole different.
We're going to get to the bottom of this.
That's not how remote viewing works. Y'all got the definitions wrong. Explain it wrong. Explain it.
Explain it.
Oh, that's not remote viewing.
Explain it.
No,
Tell us what's going on and just some shit we can't see.
But it's not like so it's spontaneous. When you're remote viewing, you can't navigate exactly where you're trying to remote things to. There's certain people that can over time, but you can't just say on the other side of that wall what's going on.
That's not, see, that's what I'm saying. This is why it's bullshit. Because here's the thing, you ready? How do you think they found Saddam Hussein? You know how they told you they found Saddam Hussein? Remote viewing.
How long did it take them to do it? That's called control remote viewing.
But
That's a different one.
what I'm saying to you is, I watched the podcast where she said that she went to Antarctica.
But again, so she went to the Vatican too.
She said she went there on purpose, and then she said she went back again, right? So that's why when you
She's
said
manifesting exactly where she wants to see, but she didn't.
where now?
But she didn't manifest which room.
Well, I'm asking her to manifest in my room. I have things in my room that I want her to show, and that's not true because there's some really good. There's the number one. I'm gonna find his name in a second because I put it up. He was the number one remote viewer in the. Huh? No, it was somebody else, and he was in there, and he said he was so good that one day on his own day, he said, "I'm going to go to all the alien bases around the United States." And he started figuring out where all the alien bases were, and he started going in. And they said he was so good he could go through the files without the drawers opening, and he could see what was in the files. So you got to be pretty. You got to know where you're going to go.
I've never heard of anybody being able to pinpoint the exact location where they want to go.
Okay,
I know vicinity.
All right.
That's why we got to get her on.
All right, watch this. So what you're saying is, she sits there and she goes, "I'm going to go ahead and meditate in remote view." And all of a sudden, she gets in the room and Tommy over there fucking on Elizabeth, the alien boss, and she sees you. Oh my God! Let me get out of here. Come on, man. She got to know where she's going. So you telling me the only places she can go is to these alien installations?
So it's based off of Carolyn.
You look that up.
No, you crazy.
It's not only that.
Hey, come up here with me, Diddy. Hit the link, nigga. I'm talking about it in a minute. Kind of got my hands tied up trying to figure some shit out right quick. I'm gonna get on it in a minute.
They're not good.
I'm actually looking for something else. It's something I saw on these people podcasts that showed some interesting shit, and I'm trying to find it. That's why I'm still here.
I'll be able to do that shit like that. What you talking about? So
What you talking about? What do you mean? If you're remote viewing, so what I'm trying to say is, if you guys are saying it's random, why is it that she only picks these military installations take you there?
It's going off of where her energy is channeling to, so it's going to get her in that vicinity and is going to put her in that realm. But it's not going to necessarily pinpoint exactly which room. Like you can't remote view and be like, I want to stand in this corner right here in the studio right now. You can't do that.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is there has to be a point in time where she has to sit down. She has to sit down and meditate, whatever she does to get her out of her, because she's essentially leaving her body and going somewhere else.
We're astral projecting.
So she's astral projecting at some point, and she has the pinpoint, or she has. I mean, I'm just saying, like, how do you know? I'm gonna go to Antarctica. I want to see what's in Antarctica. That's kind of what she was alluding to. I'm going to Antarctica.
But she can do that, but she can't be like, I'm going to go in the base of Antarctica and go to the second floor and go to the third bathroom. Like, why not? That's too specific. That's how you get yourself trapped. And if you do that, that's how you can end up dying remote viewing. It's very dangerous. A lot of people can actually get stuck, or they can get killed during the process of remote viewing.
I don't know.
Why would she do some mundane shit that you're talking about? Man, this shit is so serious.
Here's the pitch.
She could be recruited by a police department, the CIA, or anything else, and she's very valuable. And they probably don't want to touch her because she's not only she good, but she don't want to be part of the system. And that's the reason that she's like the perfect candidate.
Listen, I do believe, because back in the day, when you had me listening to Art Bell, he would have remote viewers on, and they would say certain things. The remote viewers were different, though. The remote viewers were more like saying, like, they could go in another room, and then they would tell them what's in the room. And they'd be like, oh, it's 4 kids with coloring crayons, and they're in books. It would be 4 kids in the room coloring books, is what I'm saying. Like, Like they have that technology. Those remote viewers have that technology.
I actually have a book on it, so I'm gonna give you guys. I'll give you the book.
I just
Is remote viewing technology, or is it a gift you could tap into? That's what I want to know. 'Cause I don't think it's technology. I think it's a gift you could tap into.
some of these people are bullshit. Because if you can remote view, then you should be able to remote view into my room and tell me what's in my room.
So
There's
they
a
have
painting on the wall. There's a Wu-Tang on the wall. You have the Far Side on the back wall. You have this on the wall. They should be able to tell me everything if they really truly can do it. They have to.
The book is called Test Your ESP. So this book is actually from the government, and it's talking about how they did their trials. This is the first steps of the GATE program, where they were testing children, and they will find out if you're clairvoyant, if you're telepathic, or if you got telekinesis. And from the three, they go off a probability. So they do those tests, and they have the cards. Of course, they have the symbols on it. Well, they'll have a star, or they will have a triangle or a circle. And based off of that, they're checking it, and they check on your probability of how accurate you are. You're not going to know every single card, and you're not going to know exactly what's in the deck. But based off of the probability, it tells you how likely you are to be stronger in one of the fields. So that's what they're testing for, and it's all based off of chance. You're not going to be 100% every time, and you're definitely not going to get every detail, and you're definitely not going to be able to say, this exact room is where I'm pinpointing. See, those are the ones that are frauds.
So let me break it down for you. I'm going to break it down for you, Tommy. It's sin. Because I believe, this is what I believe, this is what I personally believe. All right, last one. You got, this is
Shorty would have been like, move on.
No, this is going to go to another subject about time travel. You believe in time travel?
Yes.
Do you believe in time travel, Sam?
Well, Rhonda Moon just said Bigfoot only after it leaves the forest, it goes in the borders. Yeah,
and it goes.
And I'm on the gate with that one. I'm kind of starting to believe in more what CC talking about because I never believed in Bigfoots. I'm gonna keep it honest, but I'm like, why we can never see them more than just peeking and walking around bushes. Now I'm thinking wherever they coming from, they going back in the portals. So I'm on the gate with it. I'm on the gate with it.
It's the same thing with sea creatures that we have that are going through portals in the ocean as well that come in and out. That's why you don't see a megalodon. That's why you don't see a giant squid. Like the ones a little deeper down by the Mariana Trench, they're in and out the portals just like Bigfoot.
What do you think, Tom?
Exactly. You want to see a Bigfoot? Wait till Big CC come in. Ron said he had DNA. You think you got DNA from Bigfoot?
So let me give you guys a theory that I have, because obviously.
There you go. What's up, man? Talking about teleportation, astral projection, shit like that. Can people really do it? And is it technology or is it a gift you can tap into? That's what I want to do.
Bet games, and you can follow me at Patreon. It's $99 a month, $7 a day. I'm really good at baseball, and I feel like, and I've said this many times. We won the other day. When I told you that game, we won that game, the Cubs game. And when I say Sid is, sometimes I can see games, and I equate this to you, Sid, with the New York Knickerbockers. You know, sports betting, the lines that they set on these games, they're really good, and they're fucking too good. Remember when the Knicks played the Spurs in San Antonio earlier this year, and the Knicks tried to make a comeback, right? And what's his name was up by, I think, 5. And your man hit a 3 with like 0.08 seconds left. He just turned around, Brunson, and just threw up a shot in the corner, and it just hit all net, and they ended up not covering the game. And the spread, I think, was 1.5 or something like that. So they ended up covering the 1.5. But if you saw what he made, it's almost like the people who make the lines, like they can go into the future and set these lines. Because some of these lines are very, 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 very close. They're right on. They're a half a point off. in a lot of these games.
So do you go off of feelings, statistics,
Well,
whenever you do your bet?
Well, I'll tell you guys a funny story. Back in the day, and this is why I feel like I was, like I said, listening to Art Bell. He had me listen to Art Bell back in the day, and they would talk about remote viewing, so I did a lot of research on remote viewing. Well, there was one particular time where I left my body. I was in Yankee Stadium. This was in July, and I was in Yankee Stadium, and I looked up, and all the fireworks were going off, and all the players. I was on the field, and all the players were jumping around. This is in July, so there's no clear winner of who's going to be in the World Series, anything like that. And I remember I was sitting at home when the Yankees ended up winning the World Series that year, and I remember my boy called me. He goes, "Hey, are you there?" And I said, "Oh shit!" And I remember telling him in July I was there. I saw the fireworks go on. I saw the parade. Nobody was the clear favorite to win the World Series. And I was there and I saw it. He's like, and he told me today, he goes, "Go put some money on the Yankees to win." I'm like, I don't bet, I don't bet who's gonna win the World Series. Like before the season starts. I'm like, I'll just keep betting them the whole year. And it really opened my eyes to say, damn, can we really go see that ahead of time? And I do believe that when we go to sleep at night, I think we are all astral projecting.
Yes, and so just like that, what you seen in that moment, that's why we see shadow people sometimes. You know, like out the side corner of your eye, you see like a shadowy figure, and it's like I could swear somebody's in this room, even in your bedroom in the middle of the night, and you feel somebody staring at you. Sometimes people say that they're ghosts. It could be in those cases, but
a hat guy.
In most cases, exactly, it's just a hat guy. But that could be the remote viewers, and I think that's us seeing some of these remote viewers in those moments. So you've seen yourself there. And just like in a dream, though, you can say as much as you want. You want to dream that you're with Holly Berry tonight. You can't control that. You can try everything you can in your probability to make it more likely to, but you can't control that you're going to have Holly Berry.
Well, see, I think that you're wrong about that. I think you're wrong.
I want to say something. I sent it in to Taylor and Jory. They said, and I sent it to you. They said we all been dead since 2012. That's why it's more things going on. They said we all been dead since 2012, and that's why it's more deja vu. What y'all think about that? That's a crazy theory. I sent it in, and it was a video to it. But what y'all think about that?
No. So what? So it wouldn't make sense, because then where are the dead people going if we're dead? There's still people dying. But in 2012 and 2013 is when CERN started having the collision. And that's when they were talking about we were going to collide with another universe. That's why I think we really shut down during the pandemic, is because there was a lot of evidence of us shutting down. And there were certain people that came back that were publicly known as dead. I think a lot of them came back during 2020, and they had to go through debriefings, being pulled to the side and go through measures so that way it wouldn't make the world collapse, understanding that we literally are shattering two different universes. And I think that's why people think we're all dead, but we're not. Like, you know, people say we're in hell and stuff like that right now, but no, I really think it's just two universes.
So let me ask you a question.
What you think, Tommy? Let Tommy answer, Larry.
I think he answered it pretty well.
Tommy's on his menstrual cycle.
Because Suburban isn't what's the Soviet Cosmic Wildman says Tommy be cooking. We don't let him talk. He's right about the galactic wars with the reptilians, and we're laughing at him. And we need to let him cook. So, Tommy, that's all you got to say?
Well, shit, man, I've been saying this shit all the time. But, there's no such thing as death, We just don't know. We don't have the powers to activate all the powers that we used to have. Even white folks, it's even white folks coming from the system that they came from. Man, they in slavery too, because all the stuff that they used to do and used to know and used to learn, they're over in the suburbs in a whole different solar system, and they can't even do the things that they used to do. So they under the slavery system of this reptilian too. They're not, you know, I mean, of course, with this racism stuff, they're being taught that, oh, they're on top, you know, they get spoiled and they get a little bit financial, this and that. But in reality, look at what happened to David Wilcox. You got a lot of people like him that they want to utilize their knowledge and they want to get out of this slave situation, but they're getting killed more often than we are under the same circumstances. So it's like you can't, you know, you might be elevated financially, they got better lifestyles and this and that. But at the same time, they really can't be who they are or get out of this slave circumstance. They just spoil slaves, that's all.
Okay.
So you're right. What happened to the bells and shit?
We don't have that set up yet. We'll get it. But hold on, I want to go back to something because I want to talk about something that Ro just said about we don't have any control over what we can remote view to, and I think that's a lot because when I was a kid, I used to have a crush on Wonder Woman, and I used to take my little Vaseline out. And I used to sit there with Wonder Woman in my head in the room with Wonder Woman. And I used to be with Wonder Woman. Say what you want to say. Hey, all y'all done jerked a little chicken off when y'all was little. Say what you want to say.
No,
I didn't jerk it off. I jerked it off with Wonder Woman or whoever it was. Or what's her name? What's her name? You just said her name. The actress you just said.
What do you think?
I think that was what.
Halle Berry.
There you go.
You telling me? So when you in there with your little, I don't use Vaseline, just so you know. I was talking just keep it real. You better, no, listen, I'm keeping it real. I use now. And I was right next there, and I was kissing Wonder Woman or Halle or whoever it was, whatever female it was, and I was there with them. So I projected that person was in the room with me, and it was real, and that's how I got it off. No, okay. No, yourself into another room. It's a fucked up way to project.
You projected yourself in your hand.
I'll give you another one. As a I'll clean it up because I want to talk about this because I want to say you think that sometimes it's a figment of other people's imagination that you're there. Now hold on, let me give you one better, Sid. Have you ever got into it with somebody when you was a kid? You like, tomorrow I'm gonna bust him in his mouth when I see him. And then you play it in your head. Like I'm gonna walk up on him and then I'm gonna boom. You know what I'm saying? And it usually don't go the way you want it to when you're trying to see that person next day. But you've already imagined that you've took yourself there before the event is even happened.
Seen it. You felt the moment.
I've seen it, is what I'm saying. Yeah.
So I think that
you said people shoot at you in your dreams and you can't run nowhere, Sin.
I can't use cell phones in my dream.
You can't what?
Like cell phones and computers and shit. I'm like, none of the technology that we supposed to be using today, that shit just don't work in my fucking dream.
It's crazy. I don't know, but now I can. I can use my phone. I can remember phone calls, conversations, and text messages in dreams now.
Not me. I'll be one to
that one. So since we're talking about that, Sin, we're talking about death in 2012. Because I do think there was a wave, I think there was a shift.
Yeah.
Right? So there was a big controversy about Sinbad in the movie Shazam.
Right.
Right? Some people say, so they call it the Mandela effect?
Yep.
So some people say that didn't happen. Some people say it did happen.
Some people definitely believe that.
So now he confirms that he did the movie.
Yep.
But there was a time when he was saying he didn't know nothing about the movie.
He said everybody was tripping, everybody's crazy, and then after he confirmed, because I was just joking, he keeps going back and forth with it.
Right.
But yeah, no, he actually, there's video footage also of some clips from the movie.
Right. So, Sam, do you remember this right here or no?
You about to show something?
Yeah, we finna show it.
I'm embarrassed because I've been telling people I never did Shazam, and people always walk up on me. I'm just gonna say what happened. I did do Shazam. I'm not proud of it. I did Shazam. I was doing a lot of crack. I was staying in crack houses. And I did Shazam for crack money. I knew it was gonna be a great movie. I just want to say, I'm embarrassed because I've been telling people.
Someone picked up from storage and all that stuff from when I was a kid, and I guess it did exist. Someone picked up from storage.
So that's what I'm saying. Saying like,
Look, here's the scene from the movie.
I guess it did exist. Someone picked up from storage and all that stuff from when I was a kid.
So wait, what's the thing? I've been seeing some shit about Sinbad and Shazam. What's I don't understand the problem.
They said the movie never existed. They said it never
Get
happened.
the fuck out of here.
They said
I didn't see the movie because I was I thought Sinbad was funny when I was little, but I didn't watch that shit. You know what I mean? But that's a movie that was out. Cause he was, absolutely.
never happened, and everybody's saying it's just a false memory that we're confusing it with Kazam with Shaq.
No, Sinbad had a movie.
Well, he's a genius.
And my boy Eggs calls me Sinbad now to this day since we was little. Shout out to Iggy, man. He calls me every time we see it. He never calls. He's Sinbad. What's going on? Just like Guilty God calls me Stogie Evan since I was little, because I was smoking cigarettes at 12 years old. Yeah, I know we shouldn't smoke. I heard that.
you're the only person I know that'll smoke a pack of cigarettes and go on 7 miles. That's the only person I know. I've never seen nothing like it. The only other person I've seen that can do something like that was Nori, the rapper Nori. I've seen Nori drink all night long and then go run the entire strip, almost the entire strip.
Yeah, I heard he runs marathons. That's good work.
Shout out to Nori. I've never seen nothing like it. I've been at the bar. I've been at the Center Bar from 11 p.m. until 5 a.m. And you know until 8 o'clock, and he's running.
You know why?
Why?
God. That's all God.
You think so? No, I think you niggas is reptilians is what I really think. I think you niggas is reptilians do that shit. Because I'm going to go to sleep, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Especially after drinking all night. I'm going to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
So since you say you remember the movie, Larry, do you remember that movie?
I remember the movie. I remember him being in the movie.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. Do you think at some point our timeline was warped?
Absolutely.
So, and I don't think, listen, Sin, there's no way that we can be in the right time frame that they say we are, because I firmly believe that there are 13 months and all this is all fucked up. I believe that there are 13 months. And I also believe, because it doesn't make sense for us to celebrate the Happy New Year on December 31st. The Happy New Year starts in spring. That's when everything starts to blossom, right? So I think, not to blossom, it starts to grow, right? It's the beginning of the equinox where we're supposed to plant the seeds. And I think that they should change all of this shit and make it 13 fucking months like it's supposed to, and stop telling us. I saw a picture there.
They never gonna do that. If they correct the way this shit's supposed to be, for one, it'll fuck people up. You'll have people that don't want to go with the move. But two, you'll have a lot of cultural shock there. A lot of people just gonna go against it just to go against the grain. And they don't want you to know the truth. When has a person that was smarter than you ever was honest with you? These people don't respect us. Whatever they talking about, as far as these people that's in control, whatever species they may or may not be, folks don't respect us. So why would they ever tell us the truth?
Open a Chime checking account in 2 minutes, and we'll spot you up to $200.
They're coming out where these people are eating children.
Oh, that's horrible.
You know, but this is something I've been telling people for years. The scripture says, make sacrifices to us and we will do your bidding. In all ancient civilizations, they had locations specifically for child sacrifice to these people portraying to be gods. So, so this means that those same people that was back then claiming to be gods, why is Clinton, Hillary asking for the burial site of Gilgamesh? That was supposed to be fallen. It's supposed to be made.
Did you know that, Sam?
It was supposed to be fake. So what is Gilgamesh? A fallen angel makes you what? A demon.
Or a devil.
Or a devil. I'm starting to think that some of these people, when you see the CIA declassifying that they did bloodline traces, and they monitored certain bloodlines for hybridization. For hybridization of what? Some of them are still alive from the old world.
And you can't. One thing about the reptilians, because they change their names every so many years.
They reinvent themselves.
There you go. And so you never hear about these rich motherfuckers who run everything, which is the reptilians. You never hear about them going on PBS and saying, I want to trace back my lineage. You never hear that shit. Only poor motherfuckers that just don't, whatever they be. But these rich motherfuckers, these reptilian motherfuckers, they'll never do it. They that's the hidden secret.
I ain't gonna lie. I never heard that. That was good time. Good luck. Good time.
Yeah, I can say some shit every once in a while.
So I want to go back to So let me, because I'm replaying this timeline in my head, because when I think about the Iraq War, I know the second time there was really nothing to go back for, but they went and raided I remember them raiding the museums, right?
100%.
And they took all the shit,
everything,
that were artifacts, all the artifacts that weren't real, but they took and so here's the thing. So because Gilgamesh, that motherfucker was like
giant.
He was a giant.
Yeah.
And he was a warrior, right?
Yes.
So why would Hillary? So if you didn't know, Sam, Hillary Clinton did you always like to call it the FOIA.
FOIA, FOIA.
Freedom of. She did that. She wanted to know what the location was for that. Why the fuck is Hillary Clinton asking for that?
Gilgamesh's resurrection chamber.
How tall was he?
8 feet. 8 feet.
Oh, okay.
They got skeletons of motherfuckers over to 15, 16 feet.
Look up the Niagara Papers from Abraham Lincoln. In the papers, it says the extinct giants buried in the burial mounds across the Americas who used to rule this land. This is in the literature. Just like Bulletproof George Washington. Have y'all heard of that?
Bulletproof George Washington. Go ahead, break that down for me.
Bulletproof George Washington is factual information from the different tribes that went to war with the British. They said we shot this man hundreds of times. He didn't die.
Yep.
His horse died. His clothes with bullet holes in museums, but he didn't die. And
The president
but yes,
with the wooden teeth.
yes, but him,
Okay.
the man. They look up Bulletproof George Washington.
When they find when they go to these ancient sites in America, just to talk about America, these skulls have all their teeth still. Man, and it's some of the history of some of the people lost their teeth, regrew their teeth again, lost their teeth again, and regrew their teeth again. Like, how many motherfucking years these motherfuckers live? You got shit in Colombia, Peru, Ecuador, Mexico, all over the fucking North America. They got fucking shit that you could be amazed about. They don't talk about it on the fucking main street. Of course,
So is that how he became president? George Washington? I ain't gonna say the first president because he wasn't the first president. I heard he wasn't. But somebody became president?
The Indian chief said they shot this man so much time he didn't die. They told their soldiers, don't waste your bullets on him no more.
They got all the
Yeah, that's how he became the president. So they can kill him.
all the presidents are bloodline reptilians. All of them, even Trump. I didn't even think Trump was for a long fucking time. But now that I believe that Trump is part of that same bloodline with JFK, and JFK now is part of a different bloodline. Hey, what you got to understand about the politics of the bloodline, these motherfuckers is not always together at all times, but they got the same common goal at the time. But these motherfuckers, like, just, they sometimes just don't get along. But Trump is following
important.
Huh?
George Washington is an important part of history. I don't know if y'all watch Pawn Stars.
Yeah,
but his suit. Did you know that George Washington used to wear paint all the time? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
They got a suit. Yeah, he used to wear paint all the time. All the suits that we see in black and white, they were paint. So they got one of his suits at Pawn Stars that this guy is holding on to. And a person came and researched it, and it was the shit that he wear. It's faded paint, and it's selling for $1 million, yo. It's a shirt, it's a vest, it's a pair of pants. You can kind of see the pink in it, but they say he wore pink all the time. So that nigga must have been on some other shit.
I want to go back to Gilgamesh. That's the Nephilim, right? Is that part of Nephilim?
Yeah.
So now, listen, I want to talk about the giants, but I also, me and you were discussing the fairies.
Yeah.
So everyone talks about the giants, but nobody ever really talks about the gnomes. Hey, Joy, can you pull up the video? First of all, pull up a photo. Let me see a photo of the fairies.
Like they say, anything that get brought to my attention, I go investigate.
So those look like gnats or whatever, but on those photos, they look like fairies. I don't know where this photo came from. You sent me this photo.
Yeah, this photo is from John Hyatt, and he has an entire exhibit in England. That's in the museum. And this is a photo that shows what he claims to be fairies. And his argument is that they aren't what we think they are, but I've spoken to several people, and this photo is very credible. This is in an actual museum right now. It has a whole exhibit.
So what's the purpose of the fairies? So look, Joy, do you think the video as well? There's a video that sent me. And what was the purpose of the fairies? Is it were they in town? Is that was the reason why they?
The thing with fairies is they used to interact with human beings in the old world, and there was something that took place. And a lot of different entities that exist here became combative toward humanity. And if you spend time around humans, I can see why.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, people brought this topic to me several times. So when I went over to Europe, I went to the Crop Circle Museum. And when I got there,
did you go to Eight Ferry and Stonehenge?
I didn't go to Stonehenge. I had a choice to either go there or go there to this museum.
Okay.
Because I was over time limit. So I decided to go to this museum.
Right.
And inside this museum, bro, it's a whole exhibit about John Hyatt. He got a different camera to use. He got photos of fairies.
Wow.
If you go to Greenland, they won't move certain boulders because they say fairies live in it.
They communicate with each other.
For sure. 100%.
That's fascinating. He was a warrior. I'm trying to think of what the purpose was, because I saw another video. I had another video. I had a fairy video. Go ahead and post that up there. Let me see what that is. I want to.
Release that. They told me that's the fairy. We've talked to various people about, John in Revelation describing locusts that have wings. And I have pictures of creatures that look exactly like that. And if you look back to John's time during Revelation with his limited use of language, it's very uncanny that that's, to me, what he's describing. And these creatures are here now.
Introducing new Ben & Jerry's ice cream bars. Put a stick in it.
Hey, did you know you might get a big cash payout if you were in a car accident up to 1 year ago? Even if you weren't driving, just click the link around this video to see how much you can get.
Now, that was DNA testing. That creature right there. That creature, and I got that creature we
So
just
they
saw
have it?
was DNA tested. They have the actual specimen, and Jaime Malzahn has invited. He said the invitation's open. We can drive down to Mexico City and go see them.
Oh, yeah. She see him. If we was here, we go to Mexico City.
And we have another thing. Todd Standing, the #1 Bigfoot researcher in the world, calls me. He says that the fact that your culture is interested in this, I want to take you and your team out 7 days in the wilderness to go on a Bigfoot expedition.
That
So
nigga's tripping.
there you go, right here.
Tripping.
I'm standing
I see it.
June 5th to the 11th.
That nigga tripping. We ain't gotta go 7 days.
Hey,
Go
hey,
se-
hey,
I'm going 7 days.
TC, do you have any snake venom repellent? Do you have any that the anti-venom shit? Do you
I got some.
I'll go if you got that.
I got some vials, but they expire, so you gotta read that shit off like 800 pills.
There's snakes out there. If I get bit by a snake, I need some anti-venom. I want to.
In that area in British Columbia,
You're not gonna get bit by
no,
snakes,
in
man.
British Columbia, there's no rattlesnake.
Snakes don't like humans.
That's Arizona.
Snakes don't like high
Yeah,
altitude.
that's Sahara Desert. We can go to Arizona like right now.
All I'm saying is, Cousin Bang was a skeptic. We took him out. We ain't seen him since. Did you see Cousin Bang face on that episode?
I ain't seen them since. You ain't lying.
We took Cousin Bang out. We ain't seen Cousin Bang since.
Oh, wow.
That's funny.
These creatures are here now.
Now that was DNA test. That creature right there was DNA test. That creature, and I got that creature we
So
just
they
saw
have it?
was DNA.
I can go hard. I can go harder. Or I can get dirty.
Leo, skipping the buy one, get one means losing 50% of his savings potential.
One thing's way to do that's comment.
like they're destroying. I was gonna say they're blowing them out, but
They're blowing them boys out.
Off of the edges of it since there's a curvature.
I know what I'm doing. I know how horrific it is.
We're gonna screenshot it by in 2 weeks. We're gonna bring the scale in there, and he's gonna get on the scale. And people gotta guess his exact height and how much he's gonna weigh. And they gotta write it in the comments. And we're gonna pick and see who got the right answers, and then they're gonna get a T-shirt. They'll get a T-shirt.
Oh, we got some things done. So wait, Sid, you coaching them throughout this process?
Listen, so y'all be on the lookout. So we got Maverick's got a show coming on the year one.
So the next week or whatever, we're gonna do the draw.
There it is again, you know what I'm saying?
Guess his weight. Guess his weight. It's
What's the challenge? How much you trying to drop?
So I want to get the 250. That's fine.
Sid, what's the word? Bitches, man. That area, bitches. Hey, your utilities, people. Both of them.
Yes, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So you out there, I'm sitting around some real what's your side? Man, brother fish. That's what
I can't get them on the phone. They died. So, But so look, it's a lot of people who want to talk to you about this. There's certain guys trying to put up money to get in a boxing ring.
Okay.
So I was like, man, let me talk to Larry first. They talk to decent numbers, man.
Yeah. Well, listen. So we got a history of boxers over here, and Stan is hooked up with who's hooked up? BBC.
Yeah.
BBC. Yeah, I'm saying it's too bad. No,
that's why I said I was gonna wait till I got around the guy and chop it up with y'all about this.
See what I'm saying? See what happens when money just starts to just come your way and the money start going. We can do it, but he's doing it in the parking lot right now. What? Damn. What? What tell y'all what that reminds me
Now look, that's for real. That's real footage. This is something that has been brought to my attention several times, especially in South America, especially down in Mexico. That is a phenomenon that's been going on for an extended period of time. Now, I can't just distinctly say that is NHI, extraterrestrial, anything like that. But I will say this: there's an investigator by the name of Jaime Maussan. Jaime Maussan is a legendary UFO phenomenon investigator down in Mexico, and he believed that what we see is extra-dimensional craft crossing over into this plane and exiting this plane at the same time. That's what I believe that is, because you really only see that phenomenon at night. And with the electromagnetic wave disruptor, whatever they use to put themselves in their pockets so they don't get affected by inertia and things like that, it illuminates at nighttime. So that's what I think that is. Because there are a lot of videos of that, and some of them are dancing amongst each other, almost as if they powered by some type of sentient AI.
And there's no to you saying there's no what do you call it? Shooting star shit like that? Yeah.
Oh, falling star. Now, when you come to shooting stars, you're always going to see that green chemtrail because of the carbon chemical reaction and the.
Tell them again, see, tell them again. They just killed me for saying what I said. I'm glad you did. Well, hold on. That wasn't just that whole pool was green. That's that whole white there. That whole pool was green. That whole ball was green. That whole ball was green. Now, he seems to feel like. Joey, can you put up that please so we can see? Because that was not. Look, that's green. Space trash. Hey, space trash.
So you would see it change color, continuing to burn through the space trash. It would eventually turn from green to white to red, and you would see it. It would hit the ground.
I think you should already know prospects now available downstairs. Download the Prospect app and start playing today.
It would hit the ground.
But it dissolves before it hits the ground. And the little particles.
What would make it dissolve? Why your voice from behind the you start talking to CC the what would make it dissolve? No, don't blame them. You was like it's not fucking with us.
It would turn into a little rock, and those are the rocks that we find on the ground. And those are the ones we can break apart. It's a real, it's no, the metal that all type of shit that it has,
You
crystal out of space.
you come to town, we go to the Pawn Stars to see if they got some meat here. I'll pick them up.
Pregnant ladies can make it.
We can do it too. It's only 3.5 hours. Yeah, but there we go. Listen, we got everything set up to go and hit the road. We hit the road. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So what I'm saying is, let me tell you what I think those are. I think those are. You ever see in Star Wars when they reach the destination, all it's like they stop, they kind of like if they travel. I believe that's what those are. I think those are like. I'm not gonna say what he said. You can say it. But you don't even know what Star Wars is, fam. You don't even use it. You know what? I'm sending you the DVD. I got a DVD stuff for Star Wars. Because you only watch DVD, I'll leave it to you. Huh? You fell asleep? No, I'm just kidding.
So that any energetic beings around us
We'll set it up there, and can we see if anybody like to come through? We got to be careful. They ain't gonna do it today.
Well,
You
you gotta go to a place that's we going to the haunted prison next week.
Yeah. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, see, like, they're not doing here. What you mean? What they doing here? I'm tired of these spirits and ghosts hanging out.
Got a lot of other frequencies taking place. That'll picture.
I'll see it out.
Like electricity is.
They know for damaging expensive.
Yeah.
So you try to.
That's why electricity is fucked up as.
This is a non-metallic weapon. So you can go to the airport with this TSA, and I call this the eye gouge machine. So if you need to get somebody off of you, this right here will not set off no alarm, no metal detectors.
It's a key.
Open it up. It looked like a shot.
Oh, you gonna shoot up or something?
No. See that right there?
Pause. Hey, yo, pause.
Oh, that.
Is it gonna shoot up?
Yo.
I'm just saying. Listen.
Now that right there is non-metallic. So you can get anywhere with that. Absolutely.
You can step. Yeah, y'all run up on me. See what happens. So we definitely use that other thing.
Yeah.
So when you go to get the spot shop or
You go to spot shops. They don't
give them all your resources. No, I want to get out there.
He arrived at the animal sanctuary, and the owner said there was no way that this lady would know about it because only this jaguar was there with the original owner. So when he seen that the lady was bringing this up, he had to take it a lot more serious. Just like you see the guy Chase Hughes, he was smoking DMT, and a tree that was struck by lightning in his backyard started talking to him. He said, I'm in pain, I'm suffering. So he ended up bringing specialists out to his crib to help heal the tree.
Wow.
You know, scientists also say that when you cut down trees, they spray. Just a different trees.
Yeah, just like when you go to I hate to say it, Red Lobster. Motherfucking crab the lobster. Them motherfuckers, you be looking at the lobster, getting the fucking shit in the glass, and then you pick one out. Oh, then the motherfucker be screaming in that damn pot back in the back. When you fucked up shit.
They said in the United Kingdom, they banned them. They banned cooking live lobster because of that exact reason.
That's a fucking big deal, man. You don't even fucking know. That's a big fucking deal. You looking at the motherfucker, you kicking the motherfucker out. That's probably why they used to say we used to trim the leaves of the kids. They say they broke a branch. They would say what's that? It's crazy how that plant, when you break the branch, because you probably have to tape it up or a certain way, and it can heal itself.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Make clothes and stuff like that.
Yeah, clothes, everything. Listen. Shit. The plant, they sleep. Everything about that plant is just like a human being.
Somebody bring us space dust.
Phone, everything.
Hey, give my nigga space dust, man.
Yeah, so no.
Because we was just talking about Dr. Steph on the last episode or whatever. So I'm gonna tell y'all, do reptilians, since they run the earth, do reptilians get sick? Do they get cancer? Do they get diabetes? Do they get the sicknesses we got?
Not exactly. It's not like you have different bloodlines because the 100% pure ones, they live underground because you would not be able to, regular human beings would not be able to just deal with them, just even look at that, just fall out, pass out. But the bloodlines, they snatch the white race mostly, and they what did they do? They
do they get sick, Tommy? Do they get cancer and diabetes and shit like that?
So
I'm not certain because they do have a extended life project to where a lot of them can actually take this pill like twice a year and they can live a long time. So I'm not certain. I have to do some research. I'm gonna have to come back on that.
Oh shit.
Gotta ask big.
I'll say this. Now, it's several hundred different abduction stories and reports. People report being healed of certain ailments by certain technology that these creatures have. Now, there's also several videos of Prince Charles in the UK walking past people and they're passing out as he walks past them. Now, you can find this footage and pull it up if y'all want, but
shit, Michael Jackson did that.
Right, but there's a story about Britney Spears coming out saying that she's seen them transform, the royal family transform into their natural state, big time. And I interviewed people who allegedly worked at S4 at Grove Lake, and they said when they walked past certain entities that they passed out. So that's very valuable information you just dropped right there, because you can see the Prince Charles walking past his own security and they just standing there on patrol and they're passing out as he's walking past. Yes. So that royal family has been accused of being lizard people a lot.
So I got a video I want to show y'all of Selena Gomez. And they talked about her being a reptilian. Tell me what y'all think about this one right here, since we talking about transformation.
Use your cat's nail. When we're trimming before, probably hurt them because you couldn't see the clip. But now,
Now, what happened to that video with Chris Brown? We played that in here, right? Yeah. What happened to his head? What happened to his head? Same thing just happened to her foot right there. Cameras would have been on right there. They would have seen it. Look. On the guys, bro, I'm from the south side of the city, bro. Look at that. Look at yo. Me and my homies stood outside with that damn camera, and we seen certain niggas just all blue. You know what that is, huh? You know what? Now see it. Be honest. Keep it G. That right there looks suspicious, right?
Yeah, that looks great.
That looks like that shit.
You think that's AI? No, hell.
That's the second time here on Alienated where we see somebody's extremities transform.
And they did show with the three guys. They snapped that. And they put the cross. They put them on the. They snapped the wand, the spell, whatever.
Yep.
Snapped it and put it on her thing. And there was a black lady who came out and was like, "Yo, the spell, like man, I don't know, man. I just can't see."
Chris Brown is one of the most talented niggas I ever seen. He might be special. Yeah. Chris Brown is nice with that shit.
He the best live performer I ever seen.
Yeah, I don't. That's my nigga. He played basketball too at the gym we go to. But I'm just saying, I mean, I'm not to ask the nigga when I see him. Is it? You think he'd get mad if I said, man? Nigga said you hate.
Just show him the video.
That's a weird first time to get me. You hear me? I got a video of your hand. Shit, my nigga, you do some shit like the nigga on the Black and transform, but like you get the fuck out of here, like weirdo ass.
Yeah, the other way they get over. That's why I don't get into etymology, like the deciphering the words and stuff. Yeah. Because, we just seen Elon Musk come out and say that if he had any proof of aliens, he would be posted. But in all the congressional hearings, they don't say alien. They say extra dimension.
Yeah.
Now, Elon also admitted that there are UFOs that he can't explain.
Yeah.
So the way they get past without answering the question is saying, look, I don't know about aliens. Because can you really call something alien that's been here longer than we've been here?
Right.
It's not alien. It's something that's always been here, and probably 99% chance has something to do with creating us. So,
right.
Or
Yo, CC,
yeah.
You didn't guard it like the top celebs or whatever. You ever put your thermal camera around? I mean, we don't need this. We don't. I mean, if you don't want to see the footage, but you ever put your thermal camera around and got a little? Oh, this nigga's unnatural.
So look, they got one that stick. They got one that attaches to the bottom of the phone. Now,
you know what? I'm getting that shit. We doing that shit, bro. But what we gonna do?
No, he guarded the top celebs or whatever. All right, so just give us this. Right?
So I'll give you this.
Did you see something different?
But somebody in the room knew what was going on. I don't know how he knew what was going on. And he walked up to us and he made a proposition to the artist I was with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He said his name was Ball. So it's kind of like a white dude, silver suit, blonde hair, blue eyes.
Nordic.
You feel me? So,
yeah, they here.
And I just be careful with this because I've seen this guy a couple different times, and he always look displeased when he see me. So it's like,
But you really ain't. You're not really doing anything wrong.
I'm not doing nothing wrong, but for us, yeah.
Right, but you just it's the knowledge is out there.
Right, but all of these guys participate in a sexual deviant ritual in exchange for money and power. And in order to do this, they need children for it. And
yeah, they child.
And I combat that very.
I believe I'm down with you.
And that causes these issues.
You heard about irritated cheating.
I know exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about.
But what is that? Y'all ain't studied irritated cheating? Man, all right, you motherfuckers. Okay, the audience out there, go study irritated cheating. I'm down with this motherfucker too. Man, I don't want to blow up or nothing, but I just. What's irritated cheating, man? Come on, man.
Like
No, talk to man. They be fucking stealing kids, them and stealing organs.
It is just. It's the same old story we keep hearing. The same reason you see on Epstein Island had a temple to Moloch with the owl out in front of it. It's the same thing, you know. They all worship certain deities in exchange for wealth, transferring power. And in order to summon them, you have to complete these sex rituals. And it's something have to do with the innocence of a child in exchange for what the scripture says, worship us and bring us sacrifices and we'll do your bit. It's the same thing. It's really an old story. And, you know, it really boils down to literal good versus evil, angels versus demons. Because, you know, the First Nations people said when they encountered the fallen angels, they was bad to them, stealing their women, raiding property, and they rebelled against them. They don't want us to know that they can die.
I saw that in the Anunnaki thing. Neil and what's name, and that's what they were saying. He didn't want the brother didn't want them to know that they can be defeated.
Yes, because they act like God, but they're not God.
They're not God. That's what I said earlier in another show. They act like God. That's why I say when he says God is the devil, I'm thinking, man, I keep hearing this and I keep understanding that in Lil and Inky, one of them was like the good guy, the other was the bad one. He wanted the brother he called himself Luciferian.
For sure.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, yo, God is the devil. I'm like, okay, I get now what's going on a little bit. He didn't want them to help to be. He wanted them to be slaves.
Yeah, so you know, God created the devil.
So that's what we asked earlier. That was a question that Sid asked that nigga. Sid, what was the question that you asked? You can ask CC that question now. We asked about God.
We never got off the.
Who said this?
And God, or the Creator, is so perfect, and He created everything.
Why you say He? Why you giving it?
God, or the Creator, is so perfect. How could that Creator create the devil, which is totally wrong? Did He make a mistake creating Lucifer or whatever?
Right. So this is why Professor Jim Gates and his theory of string theory and simulation theory matters so much to me. Because if you are the prime creator and you want to give all your creations a choice, you have to make sure you put balance into the universe, which means you have to create the evil and you have to create the good. And I feel like the scariest thing about all of this is that, you know, He didn't have to make humanity.
Larry said that. That's why he's smiling.
And I feel like that's what they don't want to tell people. Because, you know, we all have this main character syndrome as human beings. But I think the truth is that we just were happenstance. You feel me?
And my thing is, these guys that control the planet now with these reptilians and stuff, they came from a whole different sector of the fucking galaxy. They didn't come from over here. So we was over here chilling.
Yeah, they came later to take you out.
Yeah, there you go. So basically, we were over here chilling and we was righteous and doing all this shit and just kicking. And
Yeah,
we never thought that somebody would fucking intrude on us and come and invade us and fucking take us up. We thought that just being righteous and doing all this other shit that we were doing, we thought that we was cool. They fucked that shit up.
Who was who's the guy that played opposite Will Smith in Men in Black? What's his name?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones. Shout out, salute to him, prayers to him. His daughter just passed away. Hold on. I'm gonna get to a point. In Men in Black, he said when they went to go meet in the field somewhere, and he said they were
Later,
he said in the movie that's where they were from.
Absolutely.
They put it right in front of you.
Yeah, because you gotta understand that I've been on movie sets working for artists, and the FBI shows up, and I've seen them telling me, it goes like this. This is how it goes. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then when I seen this movie with Close Encounters of the Third Kind, he had J. Edgar Allan Hynek in the movie. That's the guy from the Manhattan Project.
Yeah.
And if you look up the Peru Nazca mummies and you look at the creatures in Close Encounters, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So that's why I go out in the field. I'm staying out there in the tent because, bro,
you see some shit.
That's when you see shit. You don't got no camera. You out there for days. Don't bring a gun. Don't bring a dog. Because the dog ain't going. You feel me? The dog is not going to go, bro. Like the dog will make you leave, bro. That's why I'm hesitant. I'm skeptical of Islam because in Islam, a dog is haram. But the dog will protect your life. And then you see like the Temple of Dendera when they got these cats. Bro, I'm in Africa and the cats following me around so much that the locals is like, are you okay, son? We believe something spiritual is happening. The cats follow you. I'm at the pool. I got the video, bro. I'm at the pool. It's at least 20 cats all sitting there staring at me at the pool. I go to my room. They coming through my window. They showing up at my crib. And the locals, they coming to pray for me and all kind of. I'm like, man,
you're the God over there.
So somebody said somebody to put a protection spell on me. I'm looking like, well, I need that, but damn, you feel me?
It's spiritual team.
Yo, CC.
Yeah.
CC, you know the people look at you as invincible, CC, big CC. Like,
sure.
What's something that you stay away from doing? Something paranormal that you stay away from that you just won't touch and you're scared of?
Voodoo. Voodoo. When it comes to voodoo, I avoid that at all costs because
that shit is real.
It's very real, and you might see a dog stand on two legs and start talking to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
When I played college football in Eastern Illinois, all my teammates were Florida boys. And they would tell me these little stories about, like, yeah, man, the Rottweiler stood up and chased them. You know what I'm saying? And then, when I got to Africa, they say if an animal speaks to you, they tell you to avoid certain types of animals because if it's trying to talk to you, that's not an animal, that's a person. Yeah, and it's shape-shifted with voodoo. So I stay away from voodoo.
I had a girl, she tried to make me some spaghetti from burying the drawers in the front yard.
So in that spaghetti was period blood.
I was like, yeah, okay.
See, that's real, Jerry.
Man, that's just
it. You see one of your homies overly clingy, crashing out over his girl. Like, man, he not like that. She hit him with the
I know a few.
She hit him with the voodoo, brother. She hit him with that voodoo. They put the period blood in the spaghetti and they bury your underwear so well, you trap. The hair trap. On the gas, you trap.
Well, I'm gonna go back to irritating G. Well, it would really don't really say nothing about him, but when he was talking about the young people and stuff, they was having these sexual things. There's certain things about young energy, like
And I'm not gonna say this is a bad thing. Like your grandparents like to have the grandkids around you. Yeah. Or they can even sleep next to you in the same bed. It's an energy that you can't even perceive. But what these people that they talking about, they would kidnap these people, strap them down, and they will sleep next to them. They will bond them down, put an apple in their mouth, whatever they got to do, wax, whatever, and they would sleep next to them. These I call them crocodile. Yeah, because they're still in their fucking soul and their energy away from you. Go into that, CC. And that's the thing. That's why, there's a phenomenon. And I'm actually going to make this presentation on the You're Welcome Network because I got a shadow being presentation that needs to be brought out. And have you ever seen shadow people before?
When you say shadow people, like men in black?
It's when you wake up in the bed, there's a fucking tall motherfucking hat man. A hat man that's standing down to your bed. Yeah, and that's something that, last year, 20,000 plus people made reports that they seen a shadow entity with a top hat. Sometimes they get sleep paralysis. This entity laughs in their ear.
Yeah.
And people who play with, can you say people who play with Perico? They always say, they say at 5, 6 in the morning, they see in shadow people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Got a pile of clothes you never wear anymore? Turn them into cash that's vintage. Snap a photo.
So, there's a rapper, the rapper Prodigy. Yeah. You should watch his sit down with the therapist because
rest in peace.
He broke this down from his point of view, and his point of view is shared by thousands of others. There are several entities that operate in this realm that we live in. Some of them are draining energy from us, and it's based off our fears. So the truth is indeed stranger than fiction, and I'm going to be making some real in-depth presentations. And we going out in the field, man. So I got us set up to go to the haunted prison. So, Sam, we got to get you out here. We going to the haunted prison. Now, look, Discovery Channel got chased up out of there. History Channel got chased out the building.
I can't wait.
So,
they going to follow me, CC. I got one of them songs that motherfuckers fuck with me. They gonna follow me. I don't want to. I'm scared. I'm scared. Like everybody said, when a bad spirit is like gum on the sidewalk. Step on it and it can maybe put in your shoe a moment to go. I'm scared of that shit. I'm telling you now, I'm fucking scared of that shit.
So real quick, I saw a couple of weeks ago you were with Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Now, we got a real interesting clip from Ryan Garcia. Joy, can you pull that clip up real quick? Because I want to show this. Do you think he's telling the truth on this? I want you to tell me what you think about this clip right here.
Can we all agree that Ryan Garcia has seen a lot of shit that he was not supposed to see in his lifetime? This man has said numerous times that he's seen aliens and people don't believe. My God, look at this shit.
Wait, have you ever seen aliens before? Yes.
Mind you, we taking a lot of that.
How did you see the aliens? Oh, man. It was in a sleep paralysis state, and it was watching my body.
What I think the later shot could be true. Now, remember when he was about to fight Devin Haney? He was just blunting shit out, and people was like, Ryan tripping. Ryan crazy. Before the Epstein file shit, Ryan Garcia was trying to expose the elites. So much so that people tried to silence him. People tried to say, oh, he was on meds. Oh, he crazy. Oh, he just doing it for the fight. Now, while he's taking a lie detector test, he said he's seen aliens, which he said he saw. This man said it happened while he was having sleep paralysis. And y'all don't believe it? But this is typically how shit goes. Y'all go down rabbit holes after rabbit holes after rabbit holes. But when people are telling you the truth, you don't believe it. Ryan Garcia seen some shit. Ryan Garcia knows some things, and that's why they be trying to keep this man quiet. Y'all remember what he said about the elites, right?
Y'all remember what he said about that place they go to, right? And y'all remember who he said was at that place they go to, right? Yeah, okay.
I don't know if I that. I mean, I don't know. I just
Nah, you can have a conversation with him. It's just like, hey, you just brought up Prodigy.
What up,
I
though?
wish, like, I'm on that song with him, Lloyd Banks, and Jim, by the way.
let's go.
Yeah. But that night we in the studio, I'm thinking about hip hop shit. I'm like, damn, Prodigy's one of my favorite niggas, and I'm waiting for him to come out the booth. I actually want to talk to him about what we're talking about now. Talk to Ryan Garcia. He just passed a lie detector test, Larry.
I don't know if that's real or not. In that same, in that.
Hey, Tyrone, you believe this shit? You believe Ryan Garcia really saw aliens and shit?
Same lie detector test, they asked him was he bisexual. He said yes. So I don't think he's lying. Because I know the man. I know the man.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I know the man.
You shutting yourself down. I mean, I ain't gonna say don't get skeptical. You done rubbed up on me 14.
Human skepticism has become a virus.
Yeah, no, man.
Shit be sounding crazy, don't it? Why you don't believe? It's people that seen stranger shit. I can't say that I seen aliens before, but I definitely had sleep paralysis a couple of times. Oh, you think he playing games?
The only way to expand your consciousness is to open your fucking mind up to other shit. I'm just trying to just because you ain't been downloaded the knowledge at that particular time, that don't mean it's not gonna happen eventually in the near future. I like to see I don't know. I just don't understand how Epstein. When you doubt,
I just don't understand how Epstein. I just don't understand how Epstein was close to all these people and doing the rituals and doing what he's supposed to do, getting the riches, but then going to jail and lower Manhattan. Like, how do the people that's telling him what
I
to
don't
do
think that was
let that happen?
I don't think that was him. If they killed, if somebody said they killed, you didn't go to the funeral.
No, I'm talking about just him getting locked up. Period. Just him getting locked up.
They just want to put an end to that. They do wars and shit. These motherfuckers do wars and kill people and take people out. Hitler didn't fucking get killed in no motherfucking bunker in fucking Germany. You know what I'm saying? So they do shit way beyond this bullshit. Get caught up in jail. They can put another motherfucker in there and say, "Oh, we hate this motherfucker." This motherfucker. They got all kinds of ways to fucking just say, "All right, we just gonna end this shit and we gonna move on." And they put it out there, and there's so much confusion that you got people that are going to go back and forth on it. You guys are dumb. You guys are stupid. It's just like the flat earth, round earth. I mean, it's a conversation that is divided, right? So, like,
what was Epstein hosting?
I was
science conference. Yeah, he hosted the largest scientific conferences in the world on his life. He was researching antimatter and anti-gravity.
Where is this at?
You got off the coast of Florida. So you gotta understand.
Anywhere close to the Bermuda Triangle? See, he opened up another can of worms.
You know, Epstein went to jail for these same crimes in 2009.
Right, correct.
So, you know, why arrest him again? You know, when people run their timeline,
right,
they have something called a rendition. And they run a rendition, they get you out the timeline so you could do whatever else it is you want to do. You know, because right before, the day before he died, his estate made a $500 million transaction. And nobody knows where that money went to. So wherever that money went to is probably where he's at.
Right.
He would have, you know, certain people say that he had his own antimatter reactor. And that's why he had so much in-depth knowledge in Harvard to their mathematics program. Because why would he have so much information on that? Why did he have so much access? Why did we see certain senators texting him during political hearings? At the end of the day, we didn't see no autopsy, we see no funeral, and there was 60 seconds on the camera that was missing.
He's got technology. He's got real technology that he wants to put out. And he went to me. He said, "Hey, we need a nigga like Franzese, whatever his name is. What's his name? Michael Franzese."
I asked him about 1% of his wine company. He said, "Okay, I got you." I'm like, "Damn,
I got some of his wine in the closet at home.
Let's go."
I got some of his wine. I said, "Listen, hear me out.
See,
Hey, hear me out on it."
see, I got a lot of respect for him because when I'm out there in Africa negotiating with terrorists, I needed some money. You feel me? And shit, he bought a lot of washing machines, Jay.
That's what I need to hear. Somebody who got that kind of connection.
He sent that cheese so fast. Michael J. Franzese Foundation. He sent that cheese so fast.
Now
I got them little girls about it.
I understand where I'm coming from.
That's my dog right
Yeah, I still don't understand. No, I'll talk about it later, but not today, not here on this thing. I understand. But I'll talk to you about it because. But he didn't say he needed a guy like him on his technology.
I'll call him when we get up out of here.
Yeah, for real. But that's what it is. So at the end of the day, so saying you were saying in that cell, there's no top bunk in there to hang himself. I mean,
it's a top bunk, but it's right here.
It's nothing to wrap and tie to.
It's nothing to tie on anything because they don't want that. You know what I mean? That's the purpose. The cell is just
99% of the fucking shit that you hear on the media is wrong answers. Yeah. Now listen,
that's why Off the Grid News will be reporting live from the You're Welcome Network. I'm dropping daily. Live call-in number. You want to call and ask your boy questions? We're going over all the current events of the world, politics, the streets, barbershop conversations, everything, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune in.
So what are these new generations called? Are they called indigo kids?
See, look, bro, I don't get into that, bro. You slow, you just slow.
No. What
Like
I'm
that
saying is
indigo
that
kid,
no.
yeah, slow.
No, what I'm saying is that their thought process is different.
Oh, you talking about that?
Indigo.
Oh,
So
okay.
what I'm saying is that they said, fuck the fucking dude.
Yeah,
They
that's
said,
why.
I work with some motherfuckers. I was like,
Yeah.
this motherfucker was telling me about some shit. I was like,
Look, I'm not calling the indigo people slow, but there's a group of people that's got like mental defects, and they're parading like they're indigos when they're not the same thing.
okay.
Like true indigos, they like starseed.
They said that about the 80s baby. They said 80s babies are crack babies. So they said the same thing about the other generation too.
No,
that they
the
said.
90s babies, it's crack baby.
But ain't nobody new. Hey, ain't no new souls born on this motherfucker. That's the thing you gotta think about.
Somebody just told me that yesterday.
Hold on a second. There's no new souls born on this planet today, not now.
So you're speaking about reincarnation.
okay, I'm seeing young kids. Like I'm seeing young kids like speak at an early age,
Crazy.
and like
Crazy.
they're singing, they're dancing, and you're like, this little nigga's 3.
He's 3.
Yeah, he's been here before. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like there's something going on with these
Past life
They
regression.
can't do no
We need
schoolwork.
somebody in the audience that knows past life regressions. Get in touch with us.
I got somebody right here in Vegas right now named Lika Akil. She's cold.
Oh
She's
shit.
cold. I'll bring her up there.
So what does she do? What does she do? Like, what do you mean? Like,
Yeah, so like if you believe that you were reincarnated, you had a past life, she does hypnosis. And throughout the hypnosis process, she asks you a set of diligent questions to where you're able to actually track things down and put two and two together. Because she did an interview with a little kid who had seen some photos randomly with his mom in a thrift shop and saying, "That's my friend," in a yearbook.
Yeah.
Yearbook is like from the 70s. This is a little child. And his mom was perplexed about it. And his mom played with tarot cards and stuff like that. So she reached out to Lika and come to find out he opened up a can of worms because, this little kid, they found the address, they found the person who he used to be, et cetera, et cetera. So it's kind of like, it's a lot more taking place. And I feel like this community is available for it because we all know about it. Our grandmas and our grandfathers tell us things, and we gonna take some dives, man. You feel me? We gonna take some dives. Cause I'm telling y'all
about past life regression.
I know. I look.
You know you've been in.
Yeah. I did the past life regression. See the arrows in my body. You know what I'm saying? Smelling the smell of everybody else that was dead in the field. Because, I've been a warrior since a kid. My mom used to be like, "It's not a normal kid. Like, why is like this?"
That amplified you.
Definitely did. Yeah, so once I figured that out, I say anything goes now.
Yeah.
And whatever I get a call for, I'm going for. I'm going to go out there and see. Because at first, I was just taking human trafficking calls. Then I get there, and they say, "Yeah, big homie alien came down, and they dropped the cow through my roof." I'm like, "What?" Then he showed me a video. Cow fall through his roof in his living room. And I'm like, how did that cow get on? I'm like, okay. Yeah, man, they come through here all the time. Then
See,
yeah.
I can listen to your stories all day, every day.
And I got video proof of all of it. Next time I come, we have to bring a flash drive.
I've been trying to talk to people about this shit for so fucking long.
Saying the last 16 years, bro, this is what I've been doing.
I'm glad.
You can only work for rappers and athletes for so long because, I stopped doing football. I stopped working for football players altogether because after 5 years, they are for sure, bro. And then basketball dudes, after 5 years, now they want to be gangsters. I'm cool with that. You feel me? You only work for rappers and athletes for so long. Because I stopped doing football, I stopped working for football players altogether. Because after 5 years, they are for sure, bro. And then basketball dudes, after 5 years, now they want to be gangsters. I'm cool with that. You feel me? You can't go from missing the whole part, then you get money, now you gangster. That's a dangerous guy. So I stay away from that.
Why did you want to do that?
I stay away from that.
That's stupid.
Look, once one basketball wife trusts you, then word spread, and then everybody in their family call it now. So it's whatever. You feel me? And look, Shreveport, Louisiana is a place that I avoid because that's the most paranormal hotspot that exists.
Well, that's what we headed to. Listen,
Shreveport.
That's what we headed to. Listen, we got to go ahead and close this out. Thank you guys for supporting us.
Thank y'all.
Yeah. We back. We got CC on every show now. With
every show.
Other special guests coming through.
Every show.
We appreciate y'all. Thank you. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the button and comment.
Hype the video.
Yeah, hype the video. I'm in there comment. I don't know what Sin be doing, but I'm in there commenting.
I'll be in the comments with you.
We'll never get a chance to finish up this motherfucking show.
We've been there for 2 fucking hours, but I know you won't.
Goddamn. No, because
I want to ramble.
We can fucking talk about some shit for fucking 2, 3 fucking days.
You put a ramble, huh?
It was my fault. I was late.
You sorry?
Man, the power went out of my building, so
we're going to have to fight you.
Well, I'm
just fucking with you. Hell, nobody going to fight you.
I don't want to do that.
Y'all gotta hold this to space does.
We ain't gonna fight this big motherfucker. Shoot.
Y'all stay up. Salute Alienated, man. We appreciate y'all. One love. See y'all next week.
What's up? What's up, y'all? It's your boy Sin City. Welcome back to Alienated. I know he needs the money. Yeah, I say, I'll give him some of the money. Y'all go pay me. But he's a lame, and people just don't want to buy too. So we got an opportunity to get in that ring for 5 minutes. Go in there, bro.
We got Mike Tyson that's local.
Hey, hold on, so we know how to get. Tommy don't be up on speed. He don't got no internet, so he don't know. He'll know what you're talking about. But I want to know who's you talking about. I like to promote that fight too. I think that'd be a good fight. We got.
Because he already said he won't promote it. Just put like this, he ain't got no net. He's a listen. Y'all talk about he got somebody else to fight me. I'm like,
somebody else.
You get in there. Yeah, I'm like, you get in there.
I had a face off with Aaron the Plumber. Balls.
Oh, okay.
And
I'll tell you. Is that who that? If you don't want to fight him,
it's your boy Big Homie.cc. I'm here at 80. Interest or something. The truth is indeed stranger than fiction. And I feel like that's what we have to grasp first. Because ontological shock is real. When you crash someone's worldview, just like we seen in Japan, when they see their leaders die, suicide went up. Like in North Korea, they thought Kim Jong-un died. They had like 8,000 suicides in one day. Somebody figured out that with the right sound, light, and frequency, the human brain can be programmed.
Oh, big time.
You better believe it. And somebody put together, I call it a simulation, because why is Elon Musk saying there's a 1 in 1 billion chance that we live in a base reality? What if Joe McGonigal, CIA declassified documents that's on the CIA website, when he said whoever was on Mars, when they built pyramids on Mars, one group of them said, look, we had our time, we go on the stasis lock. The rest said they was going off-world to a nearby planet. But they said they couldn't figure out how to get out. And he was like, he didn't know what they're trying to get out of. They all trying to get out the simulation. Because in the Bible, it talks about how a guy survives in the belly of a fish for 12 days. What fish is this?
And they use ostrich in South Africa. They use an ostrich.
Like, come on. But then
they use a symbolism.
But then you hear about the pelacaras down in Peru, where somebody's using advanced technology. They're pretty much scalping, peeling the faces off of villagers. Using advanced technology, they put together hunting parties to fight these creatures. They get shot, they fall off their hoverboards. Other in their group come to rescue them. They can speak English and Spanish and whatever another language that's inaudible. You know, there's a series, I think it's called Raised by Wolves. And in that series, they show you that gold robot. In Russian history, that was a real thing. A non-human origin craft crashed. The survivors had a tank robot that was made to defend them. The Russians was able to capture this robot.
Put them on a magnetic.
Well, that's the same thing that happened
if you think about in Roswell.
Same thing.
Same thing. So, but even in Roswell, just think about the history of mankind from wherever we were in prehistoric time to all the way now. We was basically in the industrial age until the crash at Roswell. What the humans have been able to do in 75 years, we couldn't do in
thousands of years. So until Roswell was the mark when technology accelerated at light speed. We went from the Model T4 to self-driving Teslas in 75 years. Under 100
But
years.
they already had electric cars back in the day, right? In the 40s.
That's why I asked him about what's that guy?
They did.
Valley.
Hydrogen.
Okay.
But we didn't have condensed light and fiber optics. We had no LED. We had no LED. This is all like, like now we're AI.
This Valley and Thor guy supposedly was in the Eisenhower era and offered us technology like that. Like we can have no sickness, I can cure all diseases, et cetera, et cetera. I can do this and I can do that and I can do technology, but all you got to do is stop fucking with this damn nuclear weapon.
They don't want you to know about it.
Hey, did you know you might get a big cash payout if you were in a car accident up to 1 year ago, even if you weren't driving? Just click the link around this video to see how much you can get. Just answer 5 simple questions, and it only takes 30 seconds. If you got hurt by a driver in the last year, you might be owed money without even knowing. You could get a check just like this one, maybe even more. Click the link now to find out. Tens of thousands of people have received a 5-figure or even a 6-figure check without going to court, paying big legal fees, or dealing with insurance companies or greedy attorneys. Even if you were a pedestrian, rideshare user, cyclist, or a motorcyclist, you can get the justice you deserve. Look at Mia, for example. She had no idea her case was worth anything. But after she came to car accident counsel, she got over $160,000 from an accident that happened a little less than a year ago. No matter what you thought before, you can get what you're owed and can be shocked to see how much more can be than you expected. We can't change the past, but we can help you get a good cash settlement for missed work, hospital bills, and property damage. Here's what happens after you answer the 5 simple questions. In a few minutes, a top injury specialist will tell you if your accident qualifies for major compensation. After that, you just tell them about your case or check. You can get it in little as 30 days. Your specialist will do everything to help you because they don't get paid unless you win. To see if your accident qualifies for a major cash settlement, click the link below and answer 5 simple questions. Some people feel bad about holding someone accountable and don't want to cause trouble or look like they're scamming the system. Don't let that be you. You deserve compensation. It's your right. Click the link below, answer a few questions about your case, and if you qualify, a top accident specialist will contact you with a plan within minutes for free. Just imagine having an extra $10,000 or even $100,000 right now. Won't it feel good to pay off your bills, get a new car, and have a ton of extra cash to take a vacation or treat yourself by using the car accident counsel app? If the accident wasn't your fault, you shouldn't be punished. So if you're still wondering if this will work for you and you haven't gotten a settlement, this is for you. The accident can't be your fault, and it must have happened up to 1 year ago. So what do you have to lose? Click the link, answer 5 simple questions, and see what your case is worth. I hope this helps.
Yeah, so that's why when I seen Tucker Carlson saying that government got nuclear from these non-humans, I feel like someone's
come
trying to
on
set
up,
him
man.
off the beaten path.
Link in there.
Because when you boil it
Link
down,
right
the
above
whole
your ear.
non-human intelligence thing to just alien. You really can't call something an alien that has already been here before we was here.
Yeah, I don't even know why they use it because people been going back and forth like for a long time. So Atlantis, to me, from what I've studied, used to be the Las Vegas of this part of the galaxy.
Yeah, they were having a ball.
Motherfuckers used to come here. This shit is underneath the Atlantic Ocean. Motherfuckers used to come here, all different types of people from everywhere and chill.
For sure.
And if you came through the Stargate, you could bring weapons.
And that's another reason why we invaded Iraq. For access to those Stargates.
Bingo.
That's it.
I just
Big
thought it.
time.
Hold on, Jordan told me he got something pulled up, but you just.
I thought we went over there.
No.
We'll lead us to UFOs. All
right. Now I know you're into this topic.
What we're seeing, these phenomena for spiritual, they've been here forever. There's a lot of evidence of that. It records that. What do you mean? Very interesting. The way to know what the truth is by figuring out what they're trying to prevent you from believing. And if you look at the U.S. government propaganda, DOD propaganda, on questions of the UFO, the one thread that connects all of it is that these are not supernatural. These are little green men from Mars. The weather phenomenon, the experimental aircraft. The one thing that they don't want you to believe is that they're spiritual.
Why would that be so threatening to me?
Well, that's a great question. That is the question. Consistent with what we know about spiritual forces, which is always a deal. Bow down before me and all of this will be yours. It's the template for our own lives. And there is a lot of informed speculation that the U.S. government has participated in this, and the defense technology, in particular nuclear technology, is the product of that. I will say one extremely interesting thing that no one seems to know is that it's not exactly clear where nuclear technology came from.
When it comes to that part, why would they give us nuclear when it's obviously that nuclear explosion ripped through the fabric of space and time? That's why all of the whistleblowers are coming out saying, yeah, UFO showed up and turned off 10 Minuteman missiles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They don't want to destroy this planet. Look here. This is a prison planet. They need human beings to create these nuclear weapons just in case some other motherfuckers from somewhere else decide to come over and invade them, because this is motherfuckers that don't like the reptilians. That's why they came over here.
Just another reason why they want you to think this is also a prison planet, because here's the thing. Why would a supreme intelligence ever tell you the truth?
Right.
The Dogon tribe in Mali. They have the star map of Sirius B.
A, B, C is 3.
So we can't say that these beings don't travel the galaxy. Even if they use extra dimensional technology to go from point A to point B, they still from there. Mm-hmm. Because they say, it's been documented that the Greys claim to be Zeta Reticuli.
Yeah. And hold on. In the movie Men in Black, he mentioned Zeta Reticuli.
Zeta Reticuli.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They put this shit right there.
So then you gotta really look at it.
How about Sirius? How about Sirius Satellite Radio? Right. I thought about that too. No. A and B. It's A and B. I thought about that shit too.
Like the key to all of this right now are the tridactyls that they found in Peru. Because those tridactyl mummies of those creatures are the same spitting image of the creatures from Close Encounter. Yeah, we actually have mummified remains.
So hold on, Close Encounters.
Y'all show me what y'all talking about?
Yeah, because Close Encounters of the Third Kind, or you said Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
Yeah.
Because I don't remember seeing the beings. I just remember seeing the I don't remember seeing that part. I never seen that.
They can pull this up.
The light looked like just something. Okay, all right. So let me. I mean, man, when you say
that's the question.
Go ahead, Sid.
If you say like everything was like moving and then the flood came or whatever, I seen look like stone cities like underground or where they discovered that. Why can't we find anything else? We can't find a bulldozer metal that they was using if they so called had it. Like, why isn't nothing found?
We have to
everything. And what
so
like technology.
We found they found hammers invented 300 million year old rock. They found, you look at locations like Teotihuacan, Pumapunku, all of these locations, they find drill bits, they find simulations of crafts that they made clay molds out of. They have found a lot of things. The problem is the Smithsonian. Because the Smithsonian gets their hands on stuff, they sequester it, and then they dock the information. Just like the Sitarani people that Credo Mutwa speaks about, the Zulu shaman, which is a group of reptilians, which they dock the information by making Darth Maul Sith from Star Wars the Sitarani. So therefore, whenever you search this, Star Wars comes up. These are the games that they play to hide the information. Everything that we speak about, why we haven't found it, we haven't found it. Abraham Lincoln, from his Niagara Falls text, talks about the extinct giants that used to rule North America that are buried in the mounds there. I went to Winnemucca, Nevada, to the museum, looking for places I can grow weed in. You know? That's the best place. You know, I'm out there in 2009. You know, I go to the robot on the gas, smoke screen. I go to the museum. In the museum out there, oh, they got giant bones. Everybody knows there was giants there. I go back 2015, there's no bones there. And the people say, yeah, I wanted to bring my kids up here to see the giant bones. And they telling us that it was never here. I said, no, I know it was there. Everybody knew it was there. The Smithsonian is sitting on a lot of this stuff.
Yes.
Because a guy called me, he said some people came out the sky, landed on his farm, told him to dig a well. I'm like, they told you to dig a well? They said yes. They told me to dig a well. He was so convinced, he went and got the well done. In exchange for this, they gave him a bunch of precious stones that was cut so perfectly, no jeweler would even give him an offering. This is going on. This is going on.
Yes.
So what do? You got guys like Richard Doty on TV when he was the guy who ran the misinformation campaign for the NSA. He shouldn't be allowed nowhere.
Yeah.
This was the man who ran the misinformation campaign for the NSA. And they got him for it.
So they had DVD players back then too.
Got a pile of clothes you never wear anymore? Turn them into cash with Vinted. Snap a photo, list your item. Easy. Once it sells, the buyer covers shipping. And with zero seller fees, you keep every dollar you earn. Less clutter in your home, more money in your pocket. With millions of users and low cost for your buyers, it's easy to start selling and earning. Start selling on Vinted today.
All these technology,
Nothing new under the sun.
whatever technology gets released, you got to automatically know that we're 50 years ahead of that in private tech. This is the whole purpose why Elon Musk was giving Donald Trump $47 million a month. This is the whole reason why Elon Musk is giving Donald Trump $47 million a month for his campaign. Because if Kamala would have got into the White House, there is no going tomorrow. Elon knows about this reverse engineered tech. In order for it to stop getting passed out to Democrats through their personal relationships with private industry, they had to put their own people in it to get these contracts. Because who has Nikola Tesla's cash and information? Donald Trump's uncle had that. So now who got it now? Elon. Trump uncle used to run the FBI. They got all of Nikola Tesla's files.
Oh,
Peep this. In the CIA declassified docs, when they remote viewed the Ark of the Covenant, they found it to be in the Middle East.
Iraq.
It was in Ethiopia. I went to Ethiopia to go interview the guys who were the protectors of the shrine. They all got cataracts. All of them. And the last guardian, he dead. They say they said the Ark kills him, but we devoted to him. They say angels show up and get him gifts. There's a replica of the Ark, and guess where it's at? Mar-a-Lago. Wow. Trump's property. Why is it there? Why is there an exact replica there?
I knew Trump was up to some shit.
why is that? What do you think?
Donald Trump. Donald Trump. No, shout out my boy. Donald Trump knows this. If you really want to put the whole world in a chokehold and truly get like infinitely rich, you have to get your hands on this technology that the Democrats have been giving the private industry. The reason when we get this crashed in UFO tech and it never comes out, we only see the byproducts, all of this new technology, because they give it to private industry, so you can't file a freedom of information request for it. Facts.
Yeah.
For you.
Now, why would the richest man on the planet want to leave Earth? Freedom. Elon knows that if he gets to Earth, he gonna go find all of that hidden lost technology there. And he'll be able, he already said he plans to die on Mars.
Do you believe there's a breakaways, what they call it? Yeah, over there at Mars.
I mean, I know there's breakaway civilizations.
It's possible. I'm gonna tell you why.
Epstein is booked one right now.
Yeah, you don't believe. Hold on. You don't believe he's dead.
Oh, why would they kill him now? He went to jail for the same crimes over there.
I told you, Larry. How could you kill yourself in Central Park? And I was locked up there 100 times. There's no way you could kill yourself in there.
Michael Francis in the exact same sentence.
Yes, I listened to what you, Michael Francis said.
So you went out.
It was on your.
He told us this on his
But he said it on your.
Oh, that's fine too. That's fine.
Okay, hold on. Y'all break that down. I'm a little. Y'all gotta educate. I'm in the yard, man. See this is the. Tell me.
I was locked up in that shit.
I'm talking about there's no way you can kill yourself. Exact same crime.
Right.
So for him to get, that's really double jeopardy.
Right.
But he had amassed a lot of information on people.
Was he a Mossad?
He was definitely groomed by Mossad for sure. And then at the same time, this guy was having some of the most brilliant minds on the planet on his island for research purposes, big science conference.
Right.
But the only thing that connects all of these people together is who they consider God. That's why he have a temple dedicated to Moloch on his island. The god of child sacrifice.
Oh, Moloch. Yeah, okay.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, they
Go
all
down that way, but
Yeah, let's go there.
pull up the video of Lady Gaga swearing to Lucifer without somebody I work security for.
Okay.
Go in her bathrobe. She got the tub of blood. Why does she have that? My brother was there.
Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec.
Folks was there.
See, you gotta clarify this. So you're saying that when you were in Lady Gaga's, she had a tub of blood. Blood what? Like dye, water with red dye in their blood, or blood?
Actually,
like from a goat? Or like you don't know where it came from?
Then, what I tell you about what they do with their blood last week?
But I believe they went down to the a lot of cow's blood.
A lot of cow's blood?
And they filled up the tub with it.
Okay.
Checkerboard floor. I don't know why, but my brother was in it.
you know what?
I'm sitting out there right now.
If you think about it, just look at even all religious texts. It's always been what? Not sacrifice. Blood sacrifice. What's the blood sacrifice?
They ask for
child sacrifice. What do you think Easter is about?
So I told you.
Tommy just said that shit too.
On the last episode, I talked about.
Shit get deep.
On the last episode, I talked about going to Chichen Itza. They at the top of the pyramids, they got the side. They literally have drainage where they would take the people. I don't remember if it was kids, but I do know they took people, certain people, and they would cut them, and the blood would run down the side.
For sure. For sure.
And they had everything in Chechenyeza that we have in today's society. They had the rich people, they had the poor people, they had the sports. The basketball game that they played in Chechenyeza, there was a little hole, and they had a little metal ball, but they played to the death. It wasn't
all of the entertainment.
Yeah,
before modern times. With the Roman times, they said give them bread and entertainment.
Yeah.
I mean, get anything to them.
Yeah.
So what kind of people are we dealing with, man? Even with the
Here's what y'all get to another point. What kind of people are we fucking with? Hold on. Here's a Lady Gaga. Let's pull up this Lady Gaga video.
They don't want to, and they're, Gaga, we can't get, the frequency's weird, and, sounding a little bit strange. And I'm like, if you don't get this right now, we're going to lose the brand. I get a little bit mad.
Say we do the challenge on whatnot was how many likes? $5 or $100. We're going to start off by Monarch Rick and with that we want it to black belt, $5 black belt right there. Those that don't want to do this black belt and harder. Looks like we got our third mission today. I thought we should do more, so I'm going to go ahead and got a pretty solid deal off of 187. Part exclusive thing, lightsabers, and $3 for the draft. That's 800. So let's get this one up there. Here's that. End up with 9 figures and an unreleased lightsaber.
It's what the Lucifer.
All of them do. All of them do. The Luciferian doctrine is to worship you as if you are a living God on earth. That's the whole indoctrination of Luciferian.
So God is a thing. If that's what he's been saying, God is the devil. See, I'm confused because you got the cross now. Wait. That is the God that they call that is not our God. Not our God. It's not our God. That's why he's a bitch.
It is the same God that through their religious text
so we can unbleak that from now on because we not talking about why you blink the motherfucker. Why the fuck you gonna blink this shit, motherfucker? I said it, motherfucker.
Don't we find it strange that sacrifices have been happening for as far back as we can go, right? From even the sporting events, they all were violent and bread and water. Then you look at the religious text, which we have, and the first law in the 10 Commandments is what?
Thou shalt not kill.
How the fuck is that even possible?
Yeah, that's prayer. That's part of these guys.
There it is.
Right. So they knocking your ass out there.
For sure.
You don't kill. Well, see, I always thought that was mind control too. I always thought that was like, that was like, what is dialysis? Since y'all talking about blood sacrifice.
Dialysis is the cleaning of the blood.
And then they put the good blood back in.
Yeah, when you have liver kidney failure.
They do. Now, Sid, you understand what I said last week?
Because that's how my mama died doing that kidney dialysis.
Wait. He's still looking at it in one way. I'm talking about the shit with drinking the fucking sacrifice the baby blood. They get that new blood in them that pushes the old blood out. It rejuvenates you, right? Wait, there's a longevity. I call it longevity. A lot of the rich people,
yes,
they buy these vitamins twice a year, and they only get a couple. They can't get them because they're selling them. Somebody can't do it. These rich motherfuckers is only them, and they get these vitamins, and it rejuvenates all their fucking organs in their body.
Well, now we talking about stem cells.
Same thing with stem cells.
Stem cells already there.
No, that's they buy.
Stem cells.
But this pill,
they buy pills. They buy a lot of yachts.
Yeah, this pill will fucking. Why do you say it like that? Like the yachts? What is up with the yacht? It's in the middle of nowhere. Hey, hold on, I'm trying to figure it out. I know. I understand. Hey, he he should have been like, no, I know. This piece had a lot of plastic surgery. But he should have been fucking talking about a lot of this shit. Man, you fucking, I've been around here for her. I understand. Now you see my motherfucking black ass over there. What the fuck? I've been in certain places and I've been in certain people. And you can't fuck, you'll expose them. It's certain shit that he can't fuck. He said that with a different tone. He said they buy a lot of yachts.
Yeah. Because you gotta think about it. Without Noah's Ark, would they still be humanity?
Yo, it's your boy Milo, aka MacBook Drizzy. We downtown Las Vegas on the last first Friday of 2025. We're here for Alienated. We're finna ask people a couple of questions, whether they believe in aliens, whether they would be scared of an alien or a ghost. Which one is worse, you feel me? But let's get into it. So the question of the night is, alien or a ghost, which one would you be more afraid of?
Both.
Why?
If you can't see them coming.
Okay, so I feel that. So do you believe in aliens?
I believe in aliens and ghosts.
I do too. I'm not gonna lie to you. Why would you be scared of the ghost though? What if it's a friendly ghost like Casper?
You're knocking on that door. You can't touch his hair. I feel like an alien been watching me. Know what I'm about. So I feel like whatever you do to an alien ain't gonna work. Like you might shoot that motherfucker. Yeah, no. Like you're gonna need like a tank. But I feel like for a ghost, you just need to review that motherfucker. You be like,
do you believe in aliens? Yeah. Okay, so would you be more scared of an alien or a ghost, and why?
well, I'll be scared of a ghost because I'm already an alien.
I fuck with that.
Matter of fact, I got a song for the aliens. Aliens gonna be like the aliens from the movies where they like super big and weird and shit. Or the alien gonna look just like a human, right? And that motherfucker gonna outsmart you.
So you do believe in aliens?
Hell yeah, they real. Definitely say no.
And I always tell people, if you follow the money, at the end of that trail, you can usually find some form of safety. If there was going to be a global cataclysm, we always hear the talk of raising water level. If you was a billionaire, what would you have? You would have a $200 million boat.
Well, that boat. Well, there's a difference, I think, between a boat and like a submarine. Because a submarine would probably fit your needs better than a boat. Because a boat, even if it's a yacht, unless they transform.
The $200 million yachts come with a submarine.
Bingo. Okay. Yeah, that ain't you there, bro? Yeah, that makes church mouse. You're a church mouse today. You know what it is? Jory has a video that he wants to show, and it's about the things that the devil sent you. When he and we want to know if y'all think it's true. Stuff that the devil sent you.
The devil can't reach
When he
you.
tries to
He'll
get
send three things. Number one, he'll send a monitoring spirit, someone placed in your life to block your growth. And here's the catch. It's usually the last person you'd expect. Number two, he'll send distractions. It could be a substance you can't seem to shake, or a job that drains your soul. But you stay because it's safe. All of it keeping you stuck. Number three, the big one. He'll send a relationship you don't even need. One that pulls you into temptation. Usually in the form of lust, because lust is the easiest doorway. But here's the truth no one tells you. The real battleground is your mind. If you guard your mind, you control your life. Comment the word mind. If you want access to a tool,
Coach presents How to Dress for Dancing All Day.
for all occasions and full chocolate.
We